Debatable.
I can certainly get her awake because I can hear her snoring.
I think it only works when Piper says it.
Alright, pulling up.
I wasn't snoring last night either.
Okay.
What about the night before that?
I don't remember that far back.
Understandable. I barely remember what I did yesterday.
I don't remember what I did today.
And I didn't comment on this, but I will now. I know I was awake because Joe was playing that game, and when I closed my eyes, it was at 4 minutes, and when I opened my eyes, it was at 9. So, ha!
That does not negate the possibility of you falling asleep for 5 minutes.
He could have just restarted.
He was on the bridge.
Not scientifically possible.
He was on the bridge for fucking 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Minimum.
For a while.
He just kept restarting the level over and over and over again. Just the fact he was on the bridge means nothing.
I'm going
Shut up,
to
I'm good at that game.
I'm going to take
It was
my
by choice. Don't worry, it was by
excuse.
choice.
Yeah, it was by choice. That was all. It was intentional.
Yeah, it was by choice. There's a trend going around.
Okay. Who wants to recap us?
Festival bullshit. There you go.
Okay, perfect. With that recap done, we'll start the campaign.
I was running back to my computer.
Okay.
Okay, well, we started off with the clan. Sorry, my brain
we
just
start?
started. So we started with.
Uh,
What do you mean? Did we start? We did the capture the flag. That's what we started with.
yeah, I was gonna say, did we start with capture the flag? Because I was trying to think about it. I was like, we just jumped right into it, didn't
last session
Yeah.
because we finished all of our politicking at the very end of the session before.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So we started with capture the flag, which we did pretty well. Did some good teamwork, some good spells from everyone. Alternale's magic, that was a thing.
we? Good hustle. Yeah, it's true.
Good job, team. He's in denial about being a magic user. Isul was alerted that there's another person got another suit of armor. So there's 9 more before the convocation, aka Important People Conference. Isul and Kit did the mystery event, run by Pistol. They got 2nd place, and they got 10 medals, which is nice. Then we got, I was interviewed to do a survey by Raven, who just wants to collect data. It is kind of a little weird about it. But for the survey, he got a scroll of Thunderstep. We learned that he is in Fodel at the city that we've heard a bunch. I don't know how to spell it, so I just said city we've heard about a bunch. Key hurts Silver's feelings. Alter and Key go gambling and profit of 2 clan medals. Alter's unseen servant got sniped by Lorsana because he doesn't understand what it means that if you cheat, Lorsana's gonna shoot you.
He
cheated,
cheat.
and Lorsana shot him.
He didn't cheat because
tried to.
he just summoned an unseen servant.
In a casino,
Guiltless.
walking towards the table.
Guiltless. What was my crime? Nothing. Or his crime.
Yes. And that is it. That's all that happened.
And then
Very little notes.
out of session, Silverus and Helen had a date at a very, very, very expensive Olive Garden.
The most expensive Olive Garden. Jesus
And
Christ.
then Kit and Isul have been wandering around the festival eating and talking.
On their date.
Okay, perfect. We will start off with that night, in case you wanted to do some roleplay before bed. Helen brings half-drunk Silverus home, while the guys will take care of her. Says goodbye.
With an entire cake in a box.
And a bottle of wine.
Who's home? Is everyone home?
I assume so, but for the sake of giving someone else some screen time, Alter will be busying himself with some dumb bullshit off screen because I want to see the long-awaited confrontation.
Confrontation? There's a confrontation? I know he still wants to talk to Silverus. I didn't think it was that.
Mm-hmm.
It's serious.
Oh, it's a confrontation.
Jesus Christ.
Imagining Isul and Kit would be wandering home probably about the same time. Because they were also eating and taking in the sights of the festival a little bit.
At the cheap fair foods, not at the...
Yep, the best ones. You don't go to the expensive restaurant. Why spend 30,000 gold when you can spend 5 gold and have more food? There's good fair food.
You guys meet up on the way home. Fucking Silver's holding a giant cake box and a bottle of wine.
Nice. If we still saw Helen and like Silverus, even if she like stumbled once, she'd be like, "Kit, we're taking a couple steps slower. We're not gonna deal with that."
Going to hang back.
But Silverus can go confront anybody she wants to, or go to her room, and then Lisa will come in afterward. I don't know what Silverus is going to do in her half-drunk state.
Get lesser restoration is what I have it.
Deep
So
to
like,
silver
I have
right
some
up.
skills I can use real quick. Lesser restoration. You're fine. You're so better. It's great. Have time to discussions. Good night.
Jesus Christ, you guys are acting like she's a monster.
She's fine.
If you just like hang back and just like she gets dropped off, okay, goodbye, says bye and thank you to Helen before she goes in and just like sets cake on kitchen counter. Fucking puts wine bottle away into the wine cabinet that I'm sure was started and created by a certain 2 members of the party.
I do believe I actually included a wine cabinet on the map.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I think there's a wine rack somewhere.
Oh shit! Adds it to the wine rack. Oh yeah, I see it. There is. Yeah, she'll add it to the wine rack, set the cake down, and then just start fucking getting a plate, getting a knife, getting a fork, about to dig into this fucking cake.
Kit and Asa will come in like right as you're starting to dig into the cake, and they're just like, "Well, that seems like something. Is it good?"
Haven't really tried it yet. You're welcome to get a plate, though.
I couldn't possibly. I'm so full.
You're not even going to taste it.
What kind is it?
I think Helen said it was chocolate.
Okay, like little slice, like the tiniest little sliver.
Sure, I'll get you a plate. Will you be having cake too?
I might as well. I don't see a reason not to.
That's what I thought.
Is it poisoned?
She stops. She looks down at the cake, head tilt.
You didn't check it to see?
Didn't think it would be.
Probably not.
Probably not. It's fine.
God, I mean, do you think Helen's going to poison you?
I mean, not like poison to kill, but we're still in the competition, They're down a sneaky, you might be down a sneaky.
To be fair, they have a much, much larger clan than we do, so I don't think we're going to be encountering each other very much.
I doubt they see us as competition. But I don't think he'd try to poison us.
No, I was just, being funny. Haha. Detect magic.
Needless to say, it's not magical.
Boo! I wanted some magical cake.
You just see, it's like Isul just kind of like snorts and just shakes her head slightly.
So do you want the little slice or not?
Yeah.
Right. Here are your slices.
Thank you.
Isul take hers and just kind of like lean against the counter for a second as she starts like eating. And she'll look at Kit and then look at Silverus and just kind of like incline her head slightly.
Oh, I'm suddenly so tired. I get to sleep now. Good night.
And you just Isul just like facepalm immediately.
Silver's confusion, head tilt. You didn't even. The fork did not even meet your lips.
Oh, it's fine. I eat in the bed all the time.
Calls from down the hallway.
Right.
She was, I think, trying to give some privacy because I did want to talk to you.
You wanted to talk to me.
You say that like it's a complete impossibility.
You don't really seem like the type to talk.
Depends on the topic matter, I suppose, but yes, I did want to talk to you about what happened earlier.
Can you be a bit more specific? A lot of things have happened.
With our respective siblings.
Oh, that thing.
And Isil just kind of like nods, is like very not even trying to hide, sizing up Silverus. Still like partially leaned against the counter. Go ahead.
Silver's has hopped up, sitting on top of the counter, with plate in hand. She takes bite of cake as she watches Isul. Bite of cake, not plate.
I suppose in some ways, just wanted to see if you were okay.
To see if I was okay.
Small nod.
Well, as far as I can tell, I'm not dying.
Immediate roll of the eyes. I know what it is to be the sister, and in some ways the older sister. When their sibling says things that they really shouldn't. Things that they don't quite mean.
Right.
You're still very clearly starting to get like antsy and like not confident in what she is saying. I think everybody realized that Key said something that, whether you want to admit it or not, hurt your feelings. And probably left a bad taste in your mouth. I know I would feel probably very similar if Walter said something like that to me.
Well, you are right. On that, I can admit that. I suppose.
Go ahead.
Oh. I suppose I just wasn't expecting this early.
Not to overstep any bounds, but she did survive on her own for months without you. She's going to keep trying to assert some sort of freedom.
I understand that, and I'm trying to get her to assert that freedom. She had a month on her own, and I knew she could take care of herself. That's why I wasn't particularly worried. But I just thought that she might see me as someone to rebel with instead of against. It's not exactly what I want our relationship to be.
There's a very quick, very small smirk before Isel kind of goes back to her normal expression. I'm sure she does want to rebel with you, as you put it, but they're all. The older sibling is always going to be somebody that they're going to react against in some fashion. Push back against. Just trying to assert their own personality and their own person. Sure, it doesn't help that Alta is something of a bad influence when he wants to be, but at least he and the little laugh from Silverus, because I'm assuming that was also in character partially.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it was.
Isil just kind of like nods slightly with it, and at the very least, he was going to make sure she was going to be okay and not do anything too ill-advised. He does have half a brain when he wants to have it.
I know he has a brain. He just chooses to turn it off half the time. And I know she would have been fine. And of course, she had Alto with her. Of course, she's going to be fine.
Oh. So, not just the words, but some jealousy, perhaps?
Jealousy is, I'd say, a strong word.
But not incorrect.
I think it's a matter of opinion at that point.
Isil just kind of gives her, like, a look of, like, yeah, okay. Before, like, turning back to her cake. I just really didn't come here to quibble about what exactly you were feeling, but just wanted you to know that both Key and Alta didn't mean it the way it came across, and I don't think either of them will ever really realize when things come across that way. It's just not in the nature of the younger sibling.
Right. Suppose that's something that I've forgotten.
Also,
I'm a bit out of practice of being an older sister.
Sol nods slightly. I can't say that I am by any means a good example or anything, but I do understand when things like this come up. You're not You're not going to be forgotten or misunderstood by everybody in any reaction you might have to them. And also, I did partially come to make sure that you're not going to stab Alter when you see him next time.
No, why on earth would I stab Alter?
Hmm.
You know, he's just spending time with my little sister. He's just taking my place in the mystery event. You know, no reason to stab him. She's just like big chunk of fucking chocolate cake into her mouth. Just
I
indignantly.
just want Silvers is coming off of a date with like a dinner date with Helen, right?
It's not
Sure.
A not date with Helen. Was she like dressed up, or what was the level of dress? Because is she eating a bunch of cake with like a full face of makeup? Because that is
No, they just
fucking...
went straight from the clan to the dinner.
like
Yeah.
it's Olive Garden, you know?
It's
It's
true, but
straight out of she left directly from the festival. Like she went to go talk to Helen
Yeah.
and then they went to dinner. It's like
okay.
it's what she wore for the entire day.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was thinking like the imagery of her eating a bunch of like just globs of cake while wearing a full face of makeup, trying to act dignified and not pissed off at Keith is just the best. That is a chef's kiss of an image.
Well, every day she does wear makeup, but like she's not making a mess of herself. She just like took a bit of cake on the
Oh,
fork
yeah.
and just shoved into mouth indignantly.
Yeah,
Like, well,
that's what I like the best about it is like just the perfect, somehow perfect maintained like sharpness of the makeup while also just anyone else who would eat the cake, well, not anyone else, but Alter would just have it all over his fucking hands and fingers and face were he to do it that way. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. She's like, why would I want to stab Alton?
Isul just slowly raises her brows and just kind of watches for a moment before she shakes her head slightly. I give it to you, you're usually very good at hiding your opinion on matters. Or at least deflecting. Not so much today.
Silvers just looks at Isul, just fucking looks down at her fucking plate, takes another bite of cake. Oh, thank you for the compliment, I think, but I don't actually want to harm Alter.
I don't think Key is trying to replace you. In fact, I'm absolutely positive she's not. She adores you nearly as much as you seem to adore her. I think this is just, again, a moment of small rebellion. Wanting to prove that she can do something without you. Perhaps she's even trying to impress you.
Trying to impress me.
Yeah, so she can leave with a medal and come back with more. If she can sign up for an event without you there and get high or even win in the event. Perhaps it's an effort to show you what she can do.
Or she's finally realized how complicated our relationship is. It's a bit of a fine line there.
Unfortunately, I know there's extra things, but no sibling relationship is ever not complicated.
I suppose you're right. About some of this, at least. Maybe.
Isolde just kind of smirks slightly and tilts her head one way and the other, and she's like, well, the big sisters tend to be right.
That they do. But, I mean, if you put 2 and 2 together, then they might just cancel each other out. They both tend to be right.
Isolde kind of shift and look more directly towards Silverus. And just, there's a moment where she's clearly trying to figure out exactly what she wants to say. Considering this is the longest conversation that the two of them have managed to have. And she just shakes her head slightly. Is there anything in the world that you think would change your view on Key? Make you love her less, make you see her as not a sister?
Absolutely not.
Then what makes you think that there's anything in the world that would make Key think any less of you?
It's different. She is very, very easy to love, and I'm not exactly the same Sylvie that she remembers, or whatever memories she may have of me.
I don't think it matters if you're the same. Just so long as you still love her like you did. So long as you still want her in your life.
I'm always going to want her in my life. It's just a matter of if she'll still want me.
Isolde just kind of nods slightly. I don't know everything that's going on with you and her, and what's going on with your lives. Not going to ask, even. But the two of you truly felt like sisters. Ever. That's not a bond that'll just go away easily.
I suppose you're right. Doesn't really change the fact that neither of them are getting cake.
Isolde just kind of smirks again and looks towards the cake and gives a little nod. I suppose that is a form of retribution that can easily be had.
And I'm not sharing my wine with Alton.
How dare you?
That's some expensive wine too, so that's a real shame.
She looks down at her finished plate and just like cuts off another slice and puts it on her plate.
So we're going for the sugar crash end of the night.
Did you say that? Does he still say that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Silverus just smirks. She looks up at Isul. Do you want another slice?
Does the ban on the wine also apply to me?
Last time I checked, you haven't exactly pissed me off lately, so no.
Then I'll have another slice.
Silverus will give Isul another slice, and then when she picks back up her own plate, and she'll take another bite of chocolate cake that's with extra chocolate, and she'll say, "You know what's funny? I don't even like cake." Or chocolate.
Moses is 100% out of spite, then.
I don't think you realize how petty I can be.
Fair enough. I suppose we'll just have to hide some for Kit tomorrow. I'm sure she'll appreciate it.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Save a couple of slices. Probably put one in the fridge for Dia. Think that, what was that kid? Locke, he might want one too. She's tracing in the cake to like cut slices. She's like, oh, would you look at that? None for Alta. Okay.
It's truly truly a shame.
Mm-hmm. You know, with the event tomorrow, it wouldn't do them any good either.
Isul just nods slightly. And then I know that we've not talked about Silverus like not being able to swim, but has she like expressed her dislike for water?
She does not seem like she wants to swim ever. No interest in it. Yeah, so she has probably just like showed her whatever you said. Yes.
Dislike for water.
Dislike for water.
Isul just kind of smirks slightly. If nothing else, there's a high possibility that whatever they're planning for tomorrow might also be underwater like today, so at least it'll save you from that.
Shivers. Yes. That's also true. Would want to get my hair wet.
It will be rather amusing to see Alta looking like a drowned rat when he pops back up.
Can't argue with that. She's gonna go fucking get the fucking wine bottle. Fucking, now do I open this tonight or do I save it? I have a feeling if I leave it, Alta might drink it, so I might have to hide it.
If it's a good vintage, then I say just save it for a rainy day. You should have some place in your room you can stash it.
Right. It did look very nice on the wine rack, though.
Or we can go ahead and open it and drink a couple of glasses, and we can swap out the bottle, so when they open it later, they'll be sorely surprised that's not what they're thinking.
Replace it with water. It's a very light wine.
So just like lifts a fork full of cake.
Silvers grabs fucking wine glasses. Gets a fucking bottle opener. Like, that is an incredible idea. And I'm sure Alto would probably drink at least a glass and a half before he realizes.
Complaining the entire time about it tastes weird.
Oh, he won't realize it tastes weird until the first half of the glass is gone. He just chugs the first half.
And also just kind of nods slightly, seeming a little frustrated by the fact, but doesn't disagree.
Poured out two little glasses of expensive wine. They have an event tomorrow, and Silvers is already halfway drunk. And she's gonna fucking cap it and just like stow it to go hide in her room later.
Okay.
Slide glass. Cheers to big sisters are always right. Little siblings are always wrong.
So clink the glass.
Dare you?
Just kind of sit back and sip for a second and just kind of watch Silverus. Are you feeling a little bit more on your feet?
That implies I was ever off of them in the first place.
You just get this hard look from Isol.
sips wine, takes bite of cake.
It's a stare down for a second, and she just rolls her eyes. Keep being stubborn. I've dealt with stubborn for a long time.
If you say so. She's gonna fucking divvy up the cake. She's gonna fucking put them in containers that you can't see through and put everyone's names on them. And put them in the fridge. Get rid of the evidence. They will never know.
Y'all motherfuckers
They will never know.
talking all that smack.
Silverus, after she puts everything away and gets rid of all of the evidence, will turn to Isul and say, suppose I should say thank you. Wasn't going to eat all of the cake by myself.
Isul just kind of smirks and gives a small nod. At least it was decent cake.
The cake. Chocolate cake. Give a nod. And then she gonna go bed.
Yeah, Isul will just like watch her go to bed and then slowly make her way to her room. Coming in, looks at Alter, and just shakes her head slightly at him, and then will refuse to explain why.
I imagine you enter and he's sitting on the bed, like no coat, just in like a shirt, trousers, girdling something in a book. Which, when you enter, he immediately like shuts it, stuffs it under the blanket or the pillow, and just looks at you. And then you shake your head, and he's like, "What? Does that do something?"
So we'll just shake her head again and like start getting ready for bed. But she will, after a point, having seen the book thing and having seen that multiple times now, just very kind of quietly, not looking at him at some point, like, just so long as you're not drawing anything lewd or anything, you don't have to hide whatever it is.
What? Do you think I would do that?
I sincerely hope not. That's why I'm saying you don't have to hide anything.
Well,
you don't have to show me if you don't want to. Shoving it onto a pillow like a 5-year-old. A little bit much.
Piss off. If I'm 5, then you're 5.
Just this like sidelong look at him, and then another shake of the head.
Next day?
Next day.
Next day. Breakfast time.
I has a question.
What's up?
Yeah.
If Key were to try to enter Silverus's room, would the conjoining door be locked?
Ooh.
Go to the house map, Piper.
After that talk with these.
Yeah.
No.
What's up, Z?
Go to the house map.
I thought you guys were on the house map.
No.
That's an oopsie.
Oops. Well, Piper, were you on the house map?
I was on the house map, yeah.
Oh, we were on the festival grounds.
I would say because of that talk with Isul, no, it would not be locked.
Hey, Isul did something good.
Combination of her getting cracked like an egg from Helen and Isul.
Key will knock on the door. When she hears like your door essentially open and close, she'll wait a little bit and then knock on your door.
She'll give you the sign to come in. See, she is in her pajamas. She's fucking satin nightgown with a robe and fluffy slippers.
Did you have a good night?
I suppose I should be asking you that.
Yeah. I actually doubled doubled the profits. She looks very proud of herself.
Good. Congratulations.
She kind of. Are you like sitting on the bed?
Yeah, sitting at the end of the bed. Had like a book she was reading.
Hmm. Are you okay?
I'm not injured if that's what you're asking.
Repeat that. I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
I'm not injured if that's what you're asking.
You seem off.
Off.
Shrug. Just a feeling.
I mean, I had a few drinks, but
Yeah, you do that a lot now. Oh.
what do you mean? What exactly is that supposed to mean?
Mm. Oh, you just always tell me not to, but you do. So.
Because I'm older than you.
Okay.
I imagine you wouldn't even like the taste of alcohol. It's not exactly the nicest tasting thing.
I've smelled it a few times. It doesn't smell too good. Be honest.
Right. It's not like I'm drunk all the
1 second,
time.
One
door.
second.
Fucking
You
calling
can
her, trying to call her an alcoholic. The
The
fuck?
the unnecessary just going for the legs on these little comments, just like, oh, you do that, huh? Is that just a thing you do now? Oh, okay.
Jesus fucking
No, I didn't want to
Christ.
make anything of it. Just curious. Just wanted to ask.
Yeah, just noticed it.
We thought the twins had issues. Apparently, it's these two.
Like, holy shit, the fuck? Silver's just fucking just like, what the fuck? Look surprised at being implied to be an alcoholic.
This is Key's like rebellion arc.
Yeah, the fuck? Yeah.
Just gonna make Silver's turn around and get mad at Isol, just like, you said you were wrong.
Yeah, you were fucking wrong. Guess what? I was right. She hates me. Iris, are you back yet or no?
I don't think so.
Oofing. But goddamn, Key's going for the throat lately. Goddamn.
I like to think-
He still tried to smooth everything out. The effort
Yeah,
was made.
He still did a pretty good job. He still and Silver are kinda almost friendly now. They fucking plotted to hide the wine and the cake now. I was sitting on the fact that she doesn't like cake for a while.
Should have told Helen that.
Huh?
You should have told Helen that.
I appreciate that she's so petty that she's like, none of them are getting this cake. In fact, I'm the only one who's going to get it, and I hate it. That'll show them.
She doesn't like hate it. It's just like not her thing. Hi, why is Key going for the throat? Goddamn.
He's not trying to.
She's not
That's-
trying to.
That's sort of
Pour
better.
wine on the cake.
Sort of
It's
better,
lit-
but sort of worse.
It's literally a thing she's been doing.
Just all of these savage ass comments. She, God.
I don't
That's
know,
the
maybe
sibling
Silver should stop drinking so much, huh? Then it wouldn't be something she picked up on.
Fucking,
Think of it that way?
she can fucking see the sibling resemblance when she's being like this.
Oh man.
All right, fuck. She's like,
Hmm.
fucking comments
I was
on
gonna
like, you do that. It's good.
Yeah, it doesn't really smell all that great. But I do want to try it sometime since you like it so much.
Maybe a bit later.
Hmm. You, do you want me to brush your hair?
If you want to.
You, what's, her ears flop a little bit, and she's noticing this mood is not going away.
Typically, the Silver's bitchiness fades after a minute.
Yeah, exactly. And her ears flop a little bit, and she kind of tilts her head and, no, you know what? Never mind. You're probably tired.
Can you come here?
She steps over to Silverus.
She's gonna scooch over on the bed.
She'll sit down. Oh, I don't have my token on the bed. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oops.
Which she's just gonna look at Key and just have like a very complicated expression behind her eyes. She just like turns, reaches into like her nightstand and pulls out like a box. And just sets the box down in front of them, opens it up. She'll open it and it's got like all of the hair supplies, all the hair clips, all of the nail polish, all of the things you could ever desire. Don't look like a kicked puppy. Please.
I'm not trying to. I'm just kind of worried about you.
You're worried about me.
Oh, yeah, you're kind of in a really bad mood, it seems.
And that's kind of my default state these days.
No.
No?
No.
It's not something you can just say no to.
You may act like you're in a bad mood, but you're normally not. But you're in an actual bad mood. At least lately.
Well, it's... Whatever, just... What color for the gala tomorrow? She, like, pulls out fucking nail polish.
Are you wearing that dress your mom made?
Yes, now you wearing the dress she made for you.
Of course.
Right, then she picks out a bottle. I think this one would go well with that, and this one would go well with mine.
I think that one for you.
That one.
That one.
Alright. Take your word for it. And she'll just get to painting. Probably start painting Key's nails. She just looks up at Key, looks down at her nails. Did you have fun with Ulta at the casino?
Yeah, it was okay. Wasn't quite what I was expecting.
And what were you expecting?
I didn't think it would be that loud, to be honest.
With the
There
people?
were a lot more people than I was expecting.
Well, it's the first casino night at a clan festival. Assume there'd be a lot of people there. And please, 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 please.
I think Alter got into trouble or something. I'm not completely sure what happened. I just heard a commotion and he was at the center of it, so
Of course he was.
but look, I succeeded. Well, I don't have the coins with me, but I got double. I told you.
Of course you were.
I would have played some more, but I didn't want to end up losing it, you know?
That's understandable. Maybe if you can get more, you can. If you really want to, you and Alta can go and play more tomorrow.
I mean, that'd be cool, but I'd kind of prefer if you would go with, you know?
I'm not lucky enough to gamble.
Okay, but moral support. I want to
I.
spend time with you.
That's one thing. I don't think I'm the right person for moral support. But if you want me there, I guess I could probably be in the corner or something.
Well, were there any other events you wanted to do? I wouldn't mind joining you for that.
Unfortunately, I think there aren't any more. Maybe next year.
Hmm.
Gonna finish up Key's nails. Right, they're pretty yellow.
Your turn.
Don't spill it this time.
I won't. I've gotten better.
Just tilts head, looks at Key. Is like,
You've been showing me how to do it so many times. I can do it this time, okay?
Sure. Give it a go.
So the conversation kind of slows down because she's focusing so hard on not spilling and honestly not ruining your cuticles and all that.
Next day.
No, not quite yet. Do you really want to do the event, don't you? The mystery one.
Silver's just looks towards the door. It's not important.
He looks at Silverus with a small smile of like, uh-huh. I totally believe you. Look on her face.
Looks at Key. Just half-hearted glare with like no heat behind it. Yo, look, Key, you're almost spilling it.
No, sorry.
Look, it doesn't matter, alright? Just focus on getting these nails done, getting to bed, as we can do the next day and prepare for the gala.
We're still gonna dance together, right?
If you'll still have me, yes. Unless you'd rather dance with other people.
I mean, I want to dance with you. I miss dancing. At
So
least
do
for
I.
fun.
So do I. Alright then. Fortunately, it looks like you already promised Helen the first dance, but you can have the second and as many after that.
It's a date.
Smile. And then she just like smiles and she looks down and she just thinks, I should probably finish lessons with all this shit.
Looks like I'm done. It looks like shit. She tried on one nail to do like a little like flower, but it really didn't work out, and it just looks like circles, like weird squigglies.
Gosh, she just wants you to just paint them. She just wanted you to paint them pink, man.
But see, on top of that, it was on wet paint, so it like left streaks.
Oh no. Silver's just like, you know that smile when like a little kid shows you something that looks absolutely fucking awful, and you gotta like, just smile. Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
It's just like she looks down at her nails and she's like, that is an interesting design.
It's like the hair clip.
Right, I see it now. Oh, I saw it before. Thank
He
you.
tilts her head, looking at you suspiciously.
No, it's absolutely lovely.
Well, I am glad you like it.
Right. And here, let me put this away. And oh my goodness, I just smudged it. You know what? Go to bed. I will fix your work, and we'll wake up and go on with the festival.
Oh, okay. Don't stay up too late though.
Oh, don't worry about me. Just get to bed. All right,
Nod,
quickly before this dries. Go.
He will give Silverus a very quick hug, and then bounce off the bed to her room.
Okay. Silverus just sighs and gets to work, cleaning up her nails, fixing them before she goes to bed.
Oof.
The joys of a younger sibling.
Fun fact, my little brother did my nails once. That is
Okay.
all. Bedtime.
Next day?
Now next day, Piper. Sorry.
Okay. Next day. Wake up. Time to do festival shit.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh boy.
Silver's got left a giant basket of bread at the door to the clan hall.
That soon? Holy shit.
Is it?
Well, he said
Is-
he'd arrange for you.
Isul
we
wakes up
all-
for like trading in the morning, sees it, doesn't even it's like stares at it for a second and just like inches her way around it and continues past. It's like, it's too early in the morning for this shit.
There's a basket of bread. Who
Yeah,
finds the
on
bread?
it. Who finds?
What's on it?
It's just like a letter saying "good luck," like one of those cards that you buy with it when you go to give it to somebody. You just it's one of those. Who do you think it's from?
No, I meant like who finds the bread. Isul walked past it. Who gets the delivery?
Who's
it's just
second
set-
up after Isul?
Yeah, who's second up?
Alter wouldn't. I assume he doesn't go outside in the mornings to train the way Isul does because he hates waking up early.
Then you will find it, Silvus.
Okie doke. Takes basket of bread, puts it in kitchen.
How
Okay.
big is this basket?
Yeah, how big is this basket? How much bread is this?
It's like a fruit basket.
Oh,
How
okay,
big
that's
is the
not bad.
average fruit basket? I've never seen one. How many loaves are we talking?
Like 6.
Yeah,
God damn.
yeah. So it's
Okay.
a lot of fucking bread, but
It's a lot of fucking bread.
It's a lot
like,
of bread,
it's
but it's
one
like
basket.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
she'll
a lot
put
of
it
bread, but there's enough people in this household.
Yeah.
It's a baguette bouquet.
Oh no.
She'll
You put
put
the
it
thought
I
in.
guess-
into my head.
You could say that
Oh.
Helen got you some flour.
Oh god.
Oh.
Nice.
Inspiration to Joe. Moving on.
Everyone just wakes up to this
Yes.
basket of bread with note on the kitchen counter. Silvers has already eaten half of the loaf.
Alter like walks over to it and just like looks at it confused. What the fuck is this? Did you get up early to go buy a bunch of bread?
What? No.
She has a secret admirer.
Alter like grabs one of the little pieces of loaves, like one of the pieces of bread, and looks at it and just goes, did you just leave it outside? Who did this?
Silvers just rolls her eyes at Isul's comment. I do not have a secret admirer. Last night, Helen had said that he was going to have a friend that owns a bakery somewhere send a delivery.
So, Helen arranged this, or the bakery friend, or Helen had a friend who works at a bakery who he's helping out. Like, does this secret admirer know Helen, or
I do not
is
have a
Helen?
secret. I do not have a secret admirer. Helen just arranged this.
Well, it's not really secret anymore, I suppose. You're right.
It was never a secret.
So he's just your admirer.
He's not an admirer.
Isul's just like leaned back in a chair, like cocked back on like two legs now, and just watching this.
What? No, he just got bread.
This is. I know that you like bread, but this is just entirely devoid of any thought, really.
Also, the steam is coming out of your ears. You might want to sit down.
He looks over at Isul, and there's like a slight tinge of red, and then he just turns back to Silverus, opens his mouth and raises a finger, and turns back to Isul and says, I am not upset. And then he will sit in the nearest chair.
He will.
I just have
You-
creative notes.
He will walk out of her room, yawning a bit. Who's Helen?
No one.
Silver's secret admirer.
It's not a secret.
Wait,
One, I do not have a secret admirer. Helen is a member of Clan Kia, which we are allies with.
He's the one with the green hair.
green hair, green. I don't think I've met him.
Yes, you met him at the first day of the festival because we did talk to them.
She
I
wasn't
thought
there.
Key was getting
Yeah.
cotton candy.
Key was getting cotton candy with Locke.
Oh,
She
I
wasn't
forgot
there
that we had like written her off for the day.
for the first half of the day.
Hmm.
Probably see him later.
So you don't like him then?
What?
Alter says something says something like rude and snarky under his breath.
It's not like I hate him. He's an ally.
Well, no, but I mean, like.
Alter, so he has a mug of just water or coffee or tea, whatever, just some morning drink, and he has the cup turned up, like taking a sip, but he doesn't like. There's no like noise. He just continues taking a long sip, and you can see just the tiniest part of his eye poke out from behind the cup as he continues taking a very long sip.
Is it like a loud, like...
No, he's not making noise. He's just very clearly listening, but also just drinking, just having a sip.
Isul has now locked onto Alter and is just watching him very intently.
What did you ask, Silvers?
Yeah, do you like Helen?
Do I like Helen? First of all, that is a very juvenile way of saying it. And second of all, no. We got dinner last night, and that's pretty much it.
Alter sets the drink back down and just goes, You went to dinner with him? Last night? What for? Was this like inter-clan politicking again?
No, we just got to dinner last night.
So it wasn't politicking?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, what was it?
It was dinner. Are you not able to hear me?
No, I hear you perfectly fine. I just wanted to make sure. Yes, I listen to what you say. I listen. Turns to Isul, then turns back like away from Isul. Like she's not going to tell you that I listen. She's never on my team. But I do listen.
Right. So it was dinner the two of us got last night while you two were busy.
Well, it turns to Key and like gestures, like hooks a thumb towards Silverus and says, "Did you tell her that we came out on top?"
Yep.
It gestures, like he turns to Silverus and points, like both hands in the sort of Will Smith, like, "Yeah, look at that!" And just gestures to Key and just goes, "Look at that. She did wonderfully."
Sips water. Of course she did. That was never a question.
Well, I'm at least happy to report that we did manage to spin a profit on this.
Congratulations.
Alter's just
Isul
like squirming in his chair a little bit.
Just hearing this conversation, kind of watching it go back and forth, at this point will clear her throat in a very distinct way and wait for Alter to look at her, and then there's just a tiny, tiny shake of the head. Just like, drop it.
It's like, stop, I'm saving you, stop.
Very much the same signals she has, like, they have learned through the years. Just like, this is a time where you're supposed to be quiet, brother.
Alter, sees it, doesn't nod back, but there's the obvious understanding, and then he just goes to take another sip. Another very awkwardly long sip.
Right, well, that's enough questions about where bread came from. We should probably get going.
Where that came from.
Okay.
That's a very strange way of putting it.
Okay. So, Clan Festival. You get there just in time because Corey is announcing how day 2 is going to go down. First off is the mystery event, where you sign up 2 people for this event. In addition, gambling is going to be open for this event. There's going to be a long list of every clan, and you can choose on which clan you think is going to win.
Oh, like betting, like a horse race.
Yeah. You
Cool.
cannot bet on yourself.
Eh,
And you can yourself, and they don't tell you who's paired with who until the game begins.
Okay, so there's like a whole bunch of mini matches then.
Yeah.
So there's multiple winners that could be had.
Yes.
Okay. So about to say,
It's a-
if you're like not letting us bet on ourselves and when we bet on somebody else and it's all one big thing, then that's just a way to try and rig the system.
No, I mean that's the rub in it. It's gonna be who wants to see if they can convince everyone else to take the fall, or they'll take the fall for a slice of the pie. But it's gonna be like a tourney, like a bracket,
Oh no.
No,
right? No.
No.
it's a bunch of mini matches. So like once the
Kinda
match is
like
done,
what
it's done,
happened.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like what happened yesterday with Isul and Kit. There was like 10 groups there, but there was a lot more than those groups of clans. There was like 30, 35 matches going on at the same time.
Yeah, and the winners of the capture the flag event didn't have to go play the other winners and keep going.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Key goes and signs 2 names onto it. Would you like to bet?
Got this, and I guess if we can't bet on ourselves, let's bet on Clan Keo, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, I'll be right back. Sorry.
Take Keo or Race Hound, one of the two.
Hmm. Well, as allies, we should support our allies, I feel.
They're
At
both
least that's what
allies.
he feels.
We've gotten loose allyship with both Keo and Race Hound, and then like association with Regalia now.
Mm.
You do not have to bet as well.
Is there a minimum bet?
Like 10. Say 10.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, no.
I was gonna say, like, I'd bet my 2 winnings on Keo.
It's like,
Clan Keo.
I was about to be like, 5 would be nice. 5 is a good number. Maybe. We have 59 right now.
Yeah. So after all the signups, all the gambling, she goes, okay, gambling is closed. And with that, the game is going to begin. As soon as I put the 2 tokens.
Alter is gonna go find Key and like elbowing up next to her and be like, "So, ready?"
Yeah, I'm sure you got this. Good luck.
He
As he says
There's-
that, Alter, you disappear from sight. Silverus, you disappear from sight.
Silver's is probably getting a glass of ale.
Yeah, you just
Probably
go to take a
hanging.
drink. Yeah.
Isul sees
Alter-
both of them disappear and then looks towards Key with this very pointed, please tell me that you did this. Please tell me that one of
Yes.
them just did not disappear out of nowhere.
Key smiles and it's like, I think Sylvie really, really wanted to do the event.
Oh dear God.
So I couldn't take it from her. What kind of sister would I be?
Isul just like stares for a second, looks towards Kit with this like, this is trouble, and just like turns like, I need meat. Let's go find some meat.
Hidden
No.
popcorn.
I'm sure Silver's fucking glass of ale is still there on the fucking counter from where she was sitting next to you.
Yeah, like
Mindy,
the
I apologize if I butcher Lear. I promise.
Oh no.
I'm so excited I saw the token of squid.
I promise I will not try to butcher Lear. If
Oh
I
god.
do, I apologize.
All of our friends are in the same one. This is a problem.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, so you all appear in like a decently like empty room, but still like furnished enough. You know, there's a table in the middle for everybody to like convene around. And that's when you see this. I believe Lear's a boy. If I butchered it that far already, then I apologize.
Yes, Illyria's boy.
Okay. Lear just like, okay, gather around. My name is Lear. I'll be organizing this event today. Come on, gather around. And everybody gathers around. Helen just gives a curt nod to you. Ramsa approaches. Behind him is a Moogle with a staff.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
alters like he had turned to ask Key a question to clarify, and then Key vanished and it turned into Silverus, and now he is like, this motherfucker.
What the fuck just happened?
Your fucking younger sister is an absolute troublemaker, is what she is.
Oh my god. Fuck. I should have fucking seen. Whatever, let's just do this and get out of here.
Alright, gather around. Today we're going to be playing a game called the Greater Good Game.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
The rules are very simple. At the beginning, there's going to be a minute to talk amongst the group, like you are now. Okay, I'm going through the rules myself because I wrote these down. Once a deliberation period, I'm going to take one of you and take you over to the next room. And I will be giving you 5 gold coins. There will be 2 places where you can choose to deposit either of those coins if you want to. You can either choose to put it in your personal bank, or you can put it in the tax bin. If you add your coins to the personal bank, you will immediately score that amount of points. If you put the coins into the tax bin, after the round is over, I will double the amount of coins in the tax bin, and then redistribute that amount to everybody's score. The object of the game is to have the most points, but at the end of 4 rounds. Do we understand that part so far?
Alter's looking really concerned because now he's trying to do math.
Piper, can you copy and paste those for me?
Yeah, I will post the rules.
Thank you. Because I imagine Silver would understand them, but Amy is stupid.
It's a matter of trying to figure out when to put in the tax bin so that you're getting a whole bunch of points at once if everybody is putting stuff in the tax bin, but also depositing it in your personal thing every now and then, or a certain amount of, so that you then end up with a little bit more than everybody else. So it's... Can everybody see? Is everybody in the same room at the same time seeing where things are being deposited?
They can see each other. No, they can see each other, and then in the next room, you can't see shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be like quiet, discreet voting or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's trying to also judge the others in the room to figure out what they're doing.
Yeah, so that's what one person does. One person puts them into the bank. The other person can select one person in and tell Lear who to choose, and Lear will tell them how many points they put into the tax bin.
Wait, what?
I'm so confused. I'm just
So
glad y'all are doing it, not me.
one person goes and puts the money in. The other person will be able to pick one person who entered the room, and Lear will tell them how many points that they put into the tax bin. So, like, if Alter put in 3 into the tax bin, which is the one where you double, Lear will tell whoever asks that they put 3 points in.
So if these 3 are the one who are the individuals who are decided to go put coins in,
Yes.
they all go in, they all put coins in, the round ends. And then when the round ends, their partners are able to ask Lear, hey,
Yes.
how many points did Alter put into the tax bin?
Yes.
And Lear will say 1, 2,
Yes.
or 4 or whatever, like however many.
Yes. That's exactly it. And the reason that is because one time you can collectively vote to kick somebody out. And they just lose.
The team or that person?
The team.
Okay.
The team's out.
Like, period or that round?
Out. Period.
They lose the
Goodbye.
whole shebang, huh? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
This is a lot of rules.
The good thing
This is
we're teamed up with Clan Keo, huh?
huh. Alter's got a pretty good wisdom. He's got 15 wisdom. Okay.
Silver does not have a good wisdom.
But
It'll
Silver has a
be-
good intelligence.
Not
It'll be
really.
trying to incite and also trying to convince people that you're telling the truth, because you could also just get somebody kicked out. That's where the rub is.
She has a good deception.
Okay. Everybody understand the rules?
Yes.
Sort of, I think.
I actually see, the thing is like, I have a play. I know how Joe would play this, but Alter's gonna play it like a fucking foot.
Listen, if Joe would play it smart, tell me so Silverus can do the smart thing.
I'm very happy Silverus is in this game now.
I am very unhappy that Silverus is in this game.
Key's wisdom is 9, my dudes.
Hers is
So-
10.
What is Silver's intelligence?
13.
And what is her charisma? Because she has high charisma.
16.
Okay, so your int and your charisma are higher than Alter's. Alter's wisdom is 15. So it's
Her
not.
wisdom is 10.
Yeah. So between the two of them, they have a pretty good deception and a pretty good insight.
Is he
It's not-
proficient in insight?
He
Silver-
is.
yeah,
He
'cause
is
Silver's-
proficient in it.
Is, so she has a +3 total.
So does Alter.
How
Wait.
do you have a +3 if you're proficient? And you're
Oh, sorry. I was
Wisdom.
looking at intimidation. He is proficient in insight. He has a +5. Sorry.
okay.
Yeah, I think that comes from the criminal background that we have.
Mm-hmm. But okay, so above table,
Mm-hmm.
Joe would play it thusly. He would go to every group and go through like a series of questions to be like, hey, if we all put like, first identify what happens if everyone has the same score. Then identify what teams are most willing and least willing to cooperate. From there, we can go to the teams who are most willing to cooperate and guarantee that their points and our points are double value. Because if I can convince Team A to put all their coins into the tax bucket and Team B to put all their coins into the tax bucket, our points become worth way more. If I can convince other teams that the ones who are not going to play cool are like, if team like B is more likely to do the selfish thing and try to win, the goal is to convince all of the other teams to vote them out. Ideally, this is a prisoner's dilemma, because if we try to do the selfish thing, we'll likely end up with a very, very low point score or voted out. But if we do the selfless thing and guarantee that everybody does the selfless thing by putting it into the tax bucket, then it will be a stalemate across the board. If we try to risk it, it is a 50-50 shot as to whether or not we'll win or lose. But after that first round, it's going to be all in. So like going around trying to figure out who's playing cool and who's playing nice and whatever, who's nice and who's naughty for the holiday season, and going from there to try and convince everyone who's on the nice list to vote out the naughty players or team. Then we can maximize the chance of everyone else winning, because then it becomes a game of math. Alter, however, I explained that just so there's a little bit of like my brain out in the space. Alter, like hearing all these rules, turns to Silverus and says, "Okay, so we just put all of our coins into our box and that's it, right? Like we're done?
No,
Why would we give anyone else our points?"
it's more complicated than that. It's about cooperation, teamwork, not getting voted off in the first round. And I'm just sitting here like, Joe, you want to switch characters just for this?
Alter just blinks and just goes, I don't, why, if we cooperate though, then we're gonna end up possibly losing, because like, they could put all of their points in, and then if we put all of ours in, wait, hold on.
So you're thinking?
I'm trying to do math. And he's like rubbing the side of his head.
I'll get you a piece of paper.
He'll turn to Lear and he'll hold up a hand and say, I suppose you're the judge. What happens if we all... What happens if we tie?
Then the prize medal will be split evenly amongst everybody. There are 30 medals up for grab, so everybody would get 5.
Oh, what was the other rule you forgot?
I'm typing it now.
Gotcha.
What did you say? What happens if it's tied?
Medals get split between all the teams.
No one obtains more than 40 by the end of round 5. Everyone loses. Okay.
So you have to work together to some extent, because otherwise it's impossible to get enough.
Mm-hmm.
Alter will turn back to Silverus and say, okay, so we just have to force everyone to put all of their coins into the tax box?
Can't just if they force that and it's in a separate room. They could just say they'll do it and just not.
Well, we get to point one out, though, so we could just out them and then make them look fucking stupid and then vote them off.
If you are able to get the right one, you could end up getting the person that did put everything in. So we have to figure out who is most likely to be selfish.
Alter looks at he looks across the field here. Amy, you know NPCs a lot better than Joe.
Yeah?
Who are these ones?
So hold on.
The two immediately
Everett?
above you are Ray's Hound. That's Everett
Yeah.
and his
Everett
second in
and
command.
Mars. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, darling.
The
So,
one
yeah,
that
Everett and
Isul wants to fight one-on-one.
Yeah, that's Everett. This was Reza?
Ramza from Clan Marsh.
Ramza from Clan Marsh, the number 1 clan, best clan, This is whoever the
Yeah.
fuck is in his clan. You know Claire and Yasad from Regalia. You know Helen and Alicia from Clan Keo.
I do remember Helen. I don't remember Alicia, but I remember Clan
She's
Kyo otherwise.
she's
I
the
remember
new
them.
character. She's the
Forge
black,
Master.
yeah, the Forge Master.
Mm-hmm.
Everett and Lars, their clan is a PvP clan.
Yeah.
So their
Okay.
clan by nature, not necessarily them, their clan by nature is a little bit more combative with other clans. However, Everett is also the one that has the other armor that we know about right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy that helped us on the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could talk to Helen and Alicia.
Alter. So he looks out towards the rest of the group, the rest of the team, this is teams, and immediately eyeballs Helen, Everett, and Claire and Detective.
That's the kid.
But the kid. And he pauses for a second and just goes, so we need to kind of suss out who will cooperate and who won't. And who did you say bought you a bunch of bread this morning?
Looks, nods over to Helen.
You think that might be some kind of clever ploy trying to impact your decision making in the game? Maybe lower your guard?
A clever ploy to lower my guard. He didn't even know I was joining this game. I didn't even know I was going to be in this game.
Maybe he's the one who convinced Key to
He hasn't met Key.
that you know of.
You really think he would lie to me?
Who, Helen? Yes, I think Helen would lie to everybody. I don't trust Helen. And crosses his arms.
Why do you not trust him?
Look at him. He's kind of got the devilishness about him.
Devilishness.
Yes.
He's just standing there talking with Alicia.
Well,
If
they're
anything, you have more
plotting
devilish.
some kind of scheme.
Right, they're just plotting and you're just sitting here like an angel. If anything, you're the more devilish one.
That is not true. I'm trying to think of a way that we could all win somehow.
All right, everybody ready? Time's up.
Oh, fuck. There goes
Yeah.
Silver's and Alter's planning time.
Mm-hmm. That's about what I expected. Alter turns around and just goes, oh shit.
Would you look at that? We could have planned.
Okay.
What the fuck do we do now?
Okay. Select who's going to be giving the money. And who's going to be starting with Clan Marsh. Robza steps forward. They both go in. They come back out. Clan Regalia.
You got
Claire steps
you got-
forward. They go in.
got the switchies.
Oh, whoops. They go out. Clan Race Hound. They go in, they go out. You know how this works.
Yeah, who went in?
Clan Everett.
Everyone in, okay. So,
I'll put the ones
Ram-
that went in like here.
Uncle.
Or not you, Walter. Oh, you're gonna go in? Okay. So they send in Keo. Helen goes in. Claire goes in. Silver, so you go in.
Oh, shit.
There is a box on the left and a box on the right. The box on the left is the personal bin. The box on the right is the tax bin. Silverus, on the table, there are 5 coins and a note.
A note. What's the note say?
Feel free to put these into your tax bin. Helen, smiley face.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. How is that allowed? Fucking turns to Lear. Is this loud?
I said that you could put them into either. I didn't say you had to. And with that, he just walks out.
Oh my fucking god, Piper.
Glad Alter's not in there.
Would he have put it all in a personal bin?
Yeah.
You know what? We're not at liberty to say.
Okay. Well, shit, Piper. This
Or
is cheating.
I'm sorry. He said, feel free to put these in your personal bin, not the tax bin.
Oh, the personal bin.
Okay, so these are 5 extra, like his 5, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Silvers has 10 coins, your 5, and then 5 that Helen left.
So
I
Helen went in right before you and then just decided to give up his coins to Silverus.
Yes.
Okay. I was trying to suss out if he did that and had left them there for everyone, just like, yeah, go, fuck it, whoever. But no, this makes way more sense. Go on.
See, I thought that the 5 coins on the table were for her, like her coins to put in, and he just left a note telling her to put her coins in the tax bin.
Yeah,
and I was like, what kind of fucking mind games is this?
I know. Lear handed you 5 coins, and there's an additional 5 on the table that Helen says, put it in your personal.
Huh.
There's... You know what? I'm not in this game. Never mind.
What?
So, quick clarifying question.
Yes.
Rule number 1, you said, or not rule number 1. You said everyone gets 5 coins. Is it every team or every person?
Every team gets 5 coins.
Okay, so right now so Helen just fucking sank his entire team's worth of coins into our lap.
He might be trying to
damn
get
it.
you guys in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Is there another rule? I don't think there's another rule.
There's not another rule,
Here's
but
the
if they turn around and ask, okay, how many coins did Silverus put in? Then Lear has to say she spent a total of 10 coins. And everybody else will hear it.
Well, we have other rounds.
No, because technically, isn't it he has to say what you did with your coins?
He has to say how many points she put in the tax bin, not the personal stash.
Okay. So, Silvers can put 5 coins in their personal bin and 5 coins in the tax bin.
Yes.
And if someone asks how many points you put in the tax bin, the answer is 5.
5. Yes.
And everyone, except Helen, will think that she put all of her coins in the tax bin.
So I know what I do. I would do above table. I would put all 5 coins. I would put 5 coins into the tax bin and then keep 5 coins in my pocket.
Why?
Because there's multiple rounds of spending, right?
Yes, there are 5 rounds.
I want to see who else put coins in the pot or in the tax bin and who didn't. And if I were to walk back out and say, I put all 5 of mine in the tax bin, I look like a fucking perfect angel, and everyone just goes, okay, cool. Well, that team is either super cooperative or a fucking sucker. But we have another 5 to drop at any point when we need to later on, because we can just walk in and out after that, and it's like, yeah, I put in 0, I put in 0, I put in 0, because there's not going to be any expectation I'm putting them anywhere else.
See, I was thinking just 5 and 5, right?
But then we don't have any to spend if anything changes.
Well, do we get more coins for each round?
Yes, each round you will get an additional 5 coins.
Oh, I thought it was 5, and then we're just supposed to spend them as.
No, every round we had a 5 coin allowance every round.
Yeah, plus whatever gets redistributed from the tax bin.
Yeah.
Oh no, what gets redistributed from the tax bin just goes straight into points.
Yeah, it's distributed evenly among points.
Mm-hmm.
But
so since we're gonna be getting more every round, we could just do 5 and 5, have 5 points for us, and put 5 in the tax. They're only gonna ask how much you put in the tax. It makes us look like saints, and we also get points.
That sounds like
But-
so above. I think that sounds like
Oh
a
my
very
God.
on-brand Silver's thing to do. I think that's a good plan. I personally, Joe, would pocket the coins to just hold them just in case, because I like to have ammo. No, even knowing that we'd get more coins next round, but 5 in the tax bin regardless.
Okay. Well, this has gone on long enough.
Yeah.
So,
Your
Silver's
call.
will see the note, fucking stash the note. You know what? She'll listen to Helen. She'll take his coins, put it in their bin, and then put all of her coins in the tax bin. Because all of her coins are going to be shared. She's a cooperative person. And that's it. And that's hers.
Okay. Your return. Okay, and now the information phase. And one by one, he doesn't move, but you can kind of figure that Lear's sending a message of some sort to everybody. And then when you get a buzzing in your ear, Alter. And who would you like information on?
Oh no. I'm gonna roll just to see.
Roll a jealousy
How-
check.
Okay, that settles that. Alter, the reflex is immediately look at Helen and be like, I want to know what the fuck he did, but he stops and thinks about it for a second, and then looks at the other clan members, and he knows that Helen is on Clan Kyo. We're on good terms with Kyo. He doesn't know about the other teams by and large.
The one we have
So-
least interaction with is Marsh.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's what Alter was gonna go for. He's gonna say he'll point to, or does he point, or does he just say in his mind or whatever?
In your mind.
He will say, I want to know how much Clan Marsh put in.
There's a moment. Clan Marsh placed all 5 coins.
Oh, well, shit.
After that, he says, okay, it's done. Everybody is now free to talk for the next minute.
And we're not allowed to know point totals until the end.
Oh, right. So end of the round, he says, okay, at the end of the round, everybody place a total of 20 coins. Doubled, that is 40, redistributed to everybody. So that's 40 divided by 6.
So somebody is
5.
going to win, period.
Yes.
40 divided by 5, everybody gets 8 points.
Okay.
Yes, so
Mhm.
everybody gets 8 points.
So that means everyone put in coins. All
Mhm.
5.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody except Helen.
Except Helen.
You know for a
Yeah.
fact.
We know for a fact it was Helen who didn't.
That's when Everett speaks up. All right, which of you fuckers didn't put the coins in? That's when Claire speaks up. It could be that all of us put 4 in and put 1 into our box.
Alter takes a step back and just, like, choosing to keep his mouth shut for the time being.
Well, that's when Helen speaks up. I checked Clan Marsh. They didn't have, or they put all 5 of their coins in.
Fuck. Alter will, like, hold up a hand halfway and say, I also checked Marsh. They are also... I also will second that. They did put all 5 in.
Everett just sighs. I also checked Marsh.
Hold on, did all of you just check Clan Marsh because of number 1?
No, I checked you, Claire says. You put all 5 in.
Thankfully someone was smart.
You can kind of see the politicking at play. Rums is the leader of the number 1 clan, so pressure's on him, and they're all aware of it.
So we're just just like all of you fuckers checked him.
Alter will. He'll point, like, kind of scratch his chin for a second and say, "Well, if all of us put in all 5, but someone didn't, we're either all lying, or, well, putting 4 in and 1 into our personal box makes sense. And if that happened, we could just only put stuff into the tax box from now until the end of the game, and that would be..." Counts on his fingers. That'd be enough points, right? Probably.
That's when Everett speaks up. You could have just put your coins in, and she's lying.
Alter kind of awkwardly, like, scratches the back of his head and just goes, "I don't actually know how many we put in."
That's when Claire speaks up. Isad said they put 5 in.
I can show you. I put all 5 of our coins in.
Well, there you have it. It turns to Clan Raisehound guy. So you're in the clear from Marsh is in the clear. We are in the clear. What about you? Did anyone vouch for Clan Raisehound?
Nobody vouched for Raisehand or Kia.
What about
Or regalia.
or Regalia? Did anyone
Or
take them?
Regalia. Nope, they all watched Marsh.
You all watched Marsh. You didn't think that's...
Except Claire. Except Claire.
Except Claire. Oh, you saw it. Right? Was...
Yeah, right. Right.
Okay. Right.
Well, it's not like we could coordinate at the first about who we were gonna select, and even then, could be bluffing. That's the nature of this game, Brett says, and you can tell he's thinking.
And how much did you put in?
I put in all 5 of mine, of course.
Looks to Claire and Helen.
See, the thing is that we know, because of how things have shaken out, that since we've pocketed 5, you pocketed 5, right?
I'll put it in their own personal bin.
No, we have 5 points
Okay.
and put 5
So,
into the personal
We
bin,
know
or the
exactly. We
non-personal
know
bin.
that everybody else has put their full 5 in,
Yeah, except Helen.
except for Helen.
So,
So you guys
Yeah.
don't even have to be digging for anything. You guys
Yeah.
know.
We know the whole truth.
Mhm.
Alter doesn't know the whole truth.
no, Silvers does.
Alter will say, like, okay. Well, how about this? Whoever put 5 into their personal bin, put it into the tax bin on the next round, and everyone else put your 5 into your personal bin. And then it will be like, I don't know, kind of like an apology. And we'll better
not
understand,
how
like,
that
the
would-
rules?
That's when Claire said, that's not gonna work for the totals. If everybody but the person puts in 5, it's only gonna be doubled to 10 and redistributed. In other words, we're only gonna get, 2 each? We're not gonna meet the 40 quota by then.
But that's only for the next round, and then after that, we have 3 more rounds, which if we
2
all
more.
put in...
There's only 4 rounds.
There's 4 rounds?
Yes.
Oh.
I thought there were 5.
There are 5 rounds.
There are 5? I
Unless
could
I-
have sworn you said
Unless
4.
I typed in 4. Unless I
No,
typed
you-
in
you-
4.
You said 4.
Yeah, you said
Oh,
4.
I thought-
No, she typed.
I added an extra round for math's sake
Gotcha.
to make it a little easier on you guys.
Yeah,
I,
5
I-
rounds with 5 clans.
Yeah, I didn't read any of the rules. I was going off of what you said earlier.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah. You said 4.
Okay, I apologize.
So you
But Alter will say, then but if we just one round of personal boxes, except for the one team who did it this time, then all tax boxes for the rest of the time, and then that wouldn't that be enough?
Well, with 4 people putting in all of, we get I believe you said we get 8 apiece, which means if we go the rest of the 4 rounds, we just break even, or we just break the 40 mark.
And then he, Alter holds his hands out and just goes, see? Well, that's square.
Time's up!
Fucking hell.
Lear takes Marsh into the room.
Oh, is it that same group again?
Yeah, it's the same group.
Oh, same group? Oh, shit.
Helen. Yeah, it's the same order as last time. They all go in and out. Silverus, you have your 5 coins. There's no coins on the table this time.
Mm-hmm. Putting them on the tax bin.
All in the tax bin. Okay.
Alter's going to move over to fucking God, I forgot her name. I'm so bad with these names. Alicia. He'll go over to Alicia and just kind of arms crossed in this contemplative manner and say, "So, you're kind of new in Clan Kyo, but what do you think of Helen? What was your strategy?"
What was my strategy for what?
The coins. The game.
Oh, my strategy for the game? I just wanted to keep an eye on the ones that are most likely to win. And I guess everybody had that same thing too, which, now that I think about it, is probably a terrible idea.
Alter just blinks. So, would you think that maybe he put the coins in... Well, Would Helen do that? Would he not do the sharing thing, the cooperative measure? Does he seem like that kind of person to you?
Helen's always been a cooperative person. He helps take care of the rest of the clan when Kyo's not around. He's the youngest member, but he helps out.
Alter scratches his chin, seemingly unconvinced that Helen can be a caring, sharing person. Does he ever have some kind of ulterior motive?
What? No? Not that, like in what thing? Like, everybody has their own goals. It's not like he's twirling a mustache.
Well, true. He also doesn't have a mustache to twirl. But
True.
it does, I don't know, does he do it in a flirtatious way to try and get on you and the other women's good sides? Or does he do it in this strong army way where he kind of tries to blackmail you or something?
She looks offended.
What? It's an earnest question.
No,
I know.
he does not blackmail people.
Well, that's good then.
I don't know where this is coming from or what you have against him, but he's
I don't have anything
person.
against him. I'm just trying to figure out stuff about him.
Okay. You're kind of weirding. No, he does not forcefully flirt with us. First of all, he is now the only boy, and we would all beat him up if he tried.
Alter nods. Well, I suppose that's good. Good to have them. Good to know he treats you all well, or is it rather is well to you.
That's when you get a message from Lear. And who are you selecting?
Blinks for a second. Looks over to Marsh. Looks over to Everett. Looks over to Helen. How many did Helen put in?
Helen placed all 5 coins.
There's like this like flinch of just like fuck. He is generous. Scratching his chin. It hurts that I have to sabotage my own fucking ability to play this game.
Jesus Christ. Piper, why'd you put Helen?
It was always going to be Helen. You two were the outliers. So Lear announces, congratulations, everybody placed all of their coins in. Doubled up, that is 50. Redistributed, that's 10 points for everybody. Congratulations.
But that doesn't fix anything because we still have one team who's slightly ahead.
Tease me.
That's true.
That's why I suggested that the one team do the generous thing and then everyone else do the selfish thing, because that would, I think, make it all even?
So Marsh speaks up. I don't really think that person's going for a stalemate. I think they're trying to win the whole thing.
Well, if that's the case now, then how do we... Well, shit. Well, now what do we do? Because someone's clearly in the lead. We can't just keep putting it into the tax bin.
Claire steps forward and he puts out. She begins writing pieces of paper, and she tears off numbers and she hands it to everybody. All right, let's try this. At the end, during your round, put this many coins into the tax bin. And then she pulls out another piece of paper. I know how many total that I asked for you guys to place into it. If it doesn't match that number, then we can identify who the traitor is.
Hmm. Well,
Right.
Alter looks up at Silvers.
We should probably coordinate and see who's going to check who then.
Oh, that's right. We can all verify that the other person did what they're supposed to do. So if Marsh asks Kyo, Kyo asks Regalia, Regalia asks us, and then we ask Razehound, then that's everyone. Well, and then Razehound asks Marsh. And it makes a complete circle. So then we'll know what everyone did.
So, like, this. Right? In a clockwise circle.
So, bop, bop.
Well, here. Up here.
Up here.
Oh.
Yeah, so starting with, so Keo asked Regalia, Regalia asked us, we ask Razehound, Razehound asks Marsh, Marsh asks Keo.
Yeah. Because then everyone knows at least what the next person did.
Right.
God, I wish I was playing Relic for this. Relic would just do the math.
Yeah.
Like I fucking did.
I'm sorry, it was me that was picked. To do
No,
the
it's okay. Neither of our characters are the wizard math nerd.
No. And unfortunately, Silver's intelligence is very low compared to how smart she plays.
Oh.
Okay, so yes. Right, so we all just check each other. And Claire can verify. We all share how much each one put in.
Sounds good to me, right?
Piper?
What's up?
Just clarifying with everyone, like, okay, so this is good. We all check each other.
Yeah.
And then Claire can. So Claire
Yeah,
wants is going to give us all a piece of paper and put how many
Yeah.
coins to put in the tax.
Yeah. And if she has the total she writ down, and her logic is if they all don't play by the game, she can figure out who by the number that's missing from the total.
Okay.
So, like, if she tells you to put in 4 and the total was, 16, and you didn't put your 4 in, she knows that it was you. Because it's going to be different numbers.
Right. Okay. I mean, there is some flaw to that logic, but it's the best we could do in this circumstance.
Yeah. And
Alter-
she'll even admit that it's flawed, but it's the best she can do in this situation.
Right.
It is just. Oh man, I'm
Can I stir
so
the
sad.
Can I stir the pot? Permission to stir the pot? Oh, this is gonna paint a target on Silver's back.
Permission granted.
Oh. Can
If you're
Silver
asking me.
see? Is Claire gonna share how much she told everyone to put in?
You'll tell everybody at the end of the round.
Oh man, this is gonna fuck everything up. Okay, so out of character, right? I'm just like, slight comment of, I hope you don't tell your own clan to put 1 in the tax bin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, that's gonna stir the pot and cause a fucking fire.
We are very, very tenuously like hanging on the thread from tipping this prisoner's dilemma into an everyone loses scenario.
Exactly, that's why I'm just like, Silver's just like, thinks about it, and she's like, probably should keep my mouth shut. Says, like, thinks to herself. But, like, the thought's there.
Alter doesn't even know that we're in the lead. Oh boy. Okay.
Silver's able to keep her thought in her mind. It's just a thought. You can continue.
So when the time comes, Lear announces everybody. One by one, they go in. Silverus, on your piece of paper, Claire asks you to put in 3 coins.
She shall listen to Claire and put in 3 and put 2 in the personal bin.
Okay. So at the end of it, do you want to do what you suggested and check the people's?
Yes, so we will check Ray's Hound.
Racehound put all 5 coins in.
Okay. So Alter will ask, and then as soon as he knows the answer, he'll just immediately blurt out and be like, Ray's Hound put in all 5.
Lear will announce the total amount of coins placed in was 23. That's when Claire, like, blinks, looks at a piece of paper. I wrote out that the total should be 20. Somebody put in 3 more than they were supposed to.
Well, who the fuck put in 3 more?
Hold on. So 23 doubled is 46, redistributed by 5.
Oh, that's not going to come out clean.
It'll round up. I round up for it.
Oh, okay.
Rounded by 5 is 9, so round up to 10. So that's 10 coins for everybody. That puts your total at 28.
Okay. Right, so how much was each person supposed to put in, and how much did each person put in?
Helen just shrugs. Yeah, I put in more than I was supposed to. I'm not sorry.
She's gonna look at Helen. Just shake her head. Why?
Because I wanted to make sure that the total would help us win. And it's not like I can trust. Oh well, I can trust you, Silverus, of course, but the others, I'm still not fully sure about.
The point of this game is to trust them, but to figure out who to trust. And this exercise was to help figure out who we can.
I just kind of sighs. We got 2 more rounds. We either find who put the most in, or somebody's gonna make a clear winner out of this.
Well, everyone was honest, so now what?
We either go another round, or we vote Helen out.
Well, Helen's been boosting everyone's score, so it feels weird to vote him out. Alter says that, like, with this look of, wow, didn't think I'd say that.
Right. If Helen's been boosting other score and we vote him out, that just makes the person who didn't put in 5 at the first round more chance for them to win.
Well, I suppose we could put it up to a vote before we vote. Who would want to vote him out?
There's like a quietness because they're not sure what to think. Like, yeah, he lied, but he lied and gave us
help.
more.
Exactly.
And that's when Leia claps his hands. Okay, round 4.
Fucking hell.
One by one, they go in. Silverus, there's 5 coins on the table and a note. Feel free to put these into your personal score.
Are you fucking kidding me? This man is throwing the game. Why?
They definitely bet on us.
Yeah, they definitely bet on us.
Oh, I completely forgot about the betting.
Yeah, 100% they bet on us. She's like, well, fuck it. Same shit as the first round. Put Helen's coins in the personal bin, put her coins in the tax bin.
Okay. End of the round. Alter, who are you gonna check?
Alter is gonna go with the original circle. Not sure if that was the agreed upon for the rest of the game plan. He is going to check Ray's Hound, assuming everyone else will check the exact same order.
Ray's Hound put in 3 coins.
And this was not
A
A plan.
yeah. Alter rubs the bottom, rubs his chin for a second. He's gonna go over. He's gonna go over to Clan Regalia and very straight-faced just be like, okay, how many did you all put in?
How many did we put in?
Nods.
Helen just kind of smiles. We didn't put in any.
Oh, you're talking to
No, Clan Regalia, not Clan Kyo.
Oh, they said Clan Kyo. I was like, oh, fuck.
No.
Clan Kyo says that they put all 5 in.
Okay, so Clan Regalia put all 5 in. Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
Please.
You've got this,
Alter.
Alter.
Come on, Alter, you can do this.
Alter's great at insight.
Wow, that's pretty
It
good.
probably did not put all 5 in.
Alter narrows his eyes, and he starts counting on his fingers, like going over round 1, all 5, presumably. Round 2, all 5, presumably. Round 3, how much was on your paper?
She writes a 3. Or she holds up a thing that says 3.
3, 13, level these. Well, we just finished round
4.
This is
Four?
4. Yeah.
Yeah. Just finished round 4, which means if you did that, you would only be 5 points behind the lead.
If your math
Assuming
is right, yes.
he, like, turns and, like, holds out a finger and points. I'm not sure we can trust everybody else. How many do you think? Who did you end up asking for information on?
For you.
What? Why? Do you not trust us?
Well, you put in all 5, so congratulations. And that's when Marsh speaks up. Yeah, Helen didn't put any points in.
Alter, like, turns and looks over at Helen, like, what? You didn't put any in?
He just shrugs.
Well, what the fuck did you do with them? Did you just lose your points on the lose your coins on the way to the box?
No, I put them into my score. Obviously.
Can I roll an insight check to understand the double meaning of that? I assume he means score as in our team.
Yeah. Yeah.
See if he can put that one together. No, he cannot. Alter just like the
He definitely didn't mean the double entendre for that, by the way.
Wait, what's the double meaning?
Alter's thinking like you're his score.
Oh, I haven't heard that used as that in so long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's he totally wasn't I wasn't thinking about that.
Oh, you didn't mean that?
He didn't mean he put it into Silvers who is his score. He said he put it into his score.
Yeah.
No double meanings there.
He just meant it as a lie.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, if he put in 0, then if everyone has been putting in 5, we will all be tied. Because that would make the first round only 20 instead of 25.
And that's when Lear announces that there were a total of 17 coins put into it this time.
17? You absolute fucking bastards!
So 17 doubled and then redistributed is 7 coins for everybody.
Alter crosses his arms and eyes the rest of the group. And he will... Oh, fuck, he's not gonna... He doesn't... I don't know what to say. He might... He will say, I suggest the team who put the fewest amount of coins into the tax bin, into the tax box, out themselves now, and we can at least not vote them off on the contingency that they continue to donate to the tax box.
There's just a silence.
We tie up the game, we all get to split if we tie up the game, we all get to split the winnings evenly.
Poor Alter.
Alter. It's the last round. No one gives a shit. Oh, they give too much of a shit. They want to win.
Marsh is like, well, I already said Helen got 0. Let's just kick him out.
Well, then, fuck. So, Alter looks at Silverus like, I don't know. Do we do that?
Silver shrugs.
Yeah, Claire's like, yeah, that's fine. Everett nods, and Lyra claps his hands. Okay, by majority vote, Helen has been kicked out. And with that, he disappears, and then Alicia shrugs and vanishes.
I would like to say Silvers did not vote.
Yeah, it was still majority, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Alter and Silverus both didn't vote because it was like, I don't know what to fucking do.
Yeah, and Silvers can't exactly share with Alter what's happening.
Okay.
Okay.
Just grinds his palms into his head.
That's when Lyra claps his hands. All right, round 5.
Oh boy.
Question: is there going to be voting after round 5 as well?
No.
No, it's just going straight to points, isn't it?
Yep. So,
Just
obviously,
want to make sure.
one by one, Silverus, how many are you going to put in? All 5, right?
Yeah. Oh, I imagine what? It's the last round, right?
Yeah.
They're already ahead. Probably. Should she put all 5 into the personal bin?
Yeah, that's what I. Oh, sorry.
I would, yeah, at this point,
Yeah.
it has completely tipped, and now we're just going to bank on the fact that with the boost we got from
We got 10
Clan
points.
Kyo,
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't matter who picked who, because at the end, nobody put their coins in.
Yeah, I assume so.
Okay. And with that, I will announce the winner. The winners of this game was Clan Luminescent with 60 points.
holy shit!
Congratulations.
Alter's like looking at his fingers like he knows he's not good at math, but there is some fuckery going on right now.
To doing the math, you are teleported back to your group.
Good.
Silver's just like give nod to Lear, walks up to Alter, gets teleported.
Isul is teaching Key and Kit cards now because Isul lost focus on that game, was not paying attention.
It's just talking, no excitement on the screen.
Medals to Clan Luminescent.
You said 3?
30.
Oh,
30. Let's fucking go.
Bingo.
Let's fucking go.
And how much did Clan Kyo win off of us?
Yeah. How much does Clan Kyo
You
win?
don't know that.
Oh, Silver's is gonna fucking
They were-
march right up to fucking Helen.
Like, that's obvious. They fucking probably bet like all of their medals or some shit, and now they have like triple or double what they already had.
Yeah. So Silver is just give nod. Fucking spot. Are Clan Kyo over here?
Yeah.
Right. I have to go talk to Helen
What? What about?
about the game.
Are you gonna follow her?
There,
She doesn't answer. She says, "What do you think we have to talk about?"
like eyebrows go up and doesn't say anything and just watches you leave. He doesn't have a quick enough rebuttal to fire back with, but he's going to follow you to stay within earshot and try to stay out of eyesight.
I mean,
He's not particularly sneaky, but he wants to
Stealth
hear what the
versus
fuck you're going to talk
perception.
about.
Stealth versus perception.
yeah, fuck it.
Yep. But I do have inspiration.
Don't
You
use
don't
your
know
inspiration for
advantage.
this.
Go for it.
Holy shit!
I am using my inspiration for this.
No,
Yes.
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 Roll at advantage.
Don't.
Yes.
Yep. Okay,
Please.
sneaky altar. Sneaky giant
I mean,
aura.
to be fair, like Silverus has a lot of shit so that you can't sneak up on her. She has the blind sense. She has alert. She, like,
He's just trying to stay within earshot, like probably 20
Yeah.
feet out.
she has
Yeah.
30 feet blind sense.
You have 30 feet of blind sense?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I will only argue this once. Blind sense doesn't tell you who it is, only that
True.
there is, and we are at a festival.
That is true.
Yep.
That is fair.
Sneaky
Okay.
altar. Okay. So you
Fine.
go up to Helen.
Yeah. She go up to Helen, completely unaware of Alter, fucking right behind her. And
The
she'd
fuck
probably
do
go.
they have to talk about?
Looks up to him. Hello.
Yes, hello. Did you enjoy the bread?
That's what you want to talk about first. Well, it's fine. I want to know what that was.
What was?
The game.
It was a rather interesting game. I really liked the social deduction part of it. Very
Social-
clever.
Right. I'm assuming your clan bet on us.
Of course.
Very clever. How much did you all win?
And Helen's just like, wait for it. Wait for it. And then you hear Kore's voice in your ear. We will now announce the winners of the game. Today's top earners were at rank 3, won a total of, at rank 2, won a total of. The top earners for this game was Clan Kyo, who won a grand total of 5,500 medals.
Sophie just laughs. Right.
And the Kyo just begins to laugh. Phew, that actually worked. I'm surprised. We bet literally every single medal we.
Well, Helen made it very hard for us to lose.
Just call it good fortune.
Good fortune.
Good fortune.
How did they know the game?
They didn't know the game.
They were just hoping that they could they would happen to be with us so they could rig it.
And if they couldn't, they just bet on you to win.
It's a very dangerous game you all played. You had no idea what the game was.
Nope, no clue. But it was fun. And that's cute, by the way.
Yeah. Just bet everything. Wow. Right. That's what I expected. Sizzling sound?
Alter steaming.
Yeah, the sound of cartoon anger.
Alright. Well, that's all I wanted to know why. Well, I figured the answer was that you bet on us, but just wanted to make sure that Helen didn't suddenly go insane.
As you say, you kind of see like a look of madness from Gio, having bet everything on literally that.
I see I should not be worried about Helen.
It's our idea, and believe it or not, the boss has sort of sixth sense about this. And besides, we trust you guys. You guys are a new clan, but you're punching way above your weight. It's not gonna be long before you catch up to us.
How about you give us a couple hundred medals? Cough, cough.
If all goes well, hopefully we will be. That's all I really wanted to know. Suppose I'll just leave you all to the festival and see you all later.
Sure. Tell Altar I want to spar him sometime. See if we can have some fun later.
You want to spar Alta?
Sure, why not?
Alter could hear this, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good.
Was that Helen or Keo that said that?
That was Keo.
Alright. Silverus just like looks, and she has no idea Alter's in earshot, right?
Yeah.
So, says, "Do you want to spot Alter?" Well, he seems to be a bit busy, but I guess I could try to relay the message.
And that's when Alicia pops up. If you guys spend some medals on some materials, bring them to me, and I'll forge you something nice. For a discount.
Thank you. We shall keep that in mind.
You can go away.
Silverus will turn and start heading back. Oh, oh, oh. Does Alter run back to the clan before she gets there?
Yes, Key is looking for Key.
Oh yeah, where is Key?
Where the fuck is that little shrimp?
Key is getting taught how to gamble with cards now.
So after all of that, Corey announces that the festivals will begin or the clan fair will begin shortly. Everybody should begin setting up their stuff. And at the same time, there will be an exhibition match for people looking for clans. Feel free to join and look at your leisure. Alright, out!
As much as Silverus loves chess, that's a Soul with cards. That's what I forgot that I had that stuck in her background. She found an opportunity. She trapped everybody.
Yeah, Silverus will come back. I assume not noticing that Alter is like catching his breath a little bit from how I imagined he sprinted back.
Yeah, like whenever Silverus looks away, he just Oop, no, it's just fine. Just okay. No, I'm good.
It's like, well, that was interesting.
So Key's sitting at the table. How much does Key weigh?
She's pretty light.
Like, how light?
Uh,
Like under 100 pounds?
Yeah.
Alter is going to reach down and pick her up like long cat style.
Wait, I was just about to win.
You little sneaky motherfucker.
Oh, so she put her down.
There's
Isul
is,
saves
like,
her cards and continues with
twinge.
Kid.
Alter puts her back down.
You guys have fun?
Key.
Go on, let her have it.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, it was you and Alter that was supposed to be in this game.
Alter. Mm-hmm.
Last time I checked, our names are not spelled similar at all. What happened? Why?
Well, you seemed really interested in wanting to do the event. So I couldn't rob that from you.
I said no such thing.
There's a cough and a snort, and then a very clear, like, trying not to laugh from Isul.
Looks at Isul and Kit.
Alter is going to message Isul and be like, "Did you know about this?"
You were really upset last night and yesterday when it was brought up.
I was not upset.
She gives a look of really
I said
coming from the small buddy.
I said no such thing.
Well, you didn't need to say it to, project it.
I projected it.
Mhm.
That's what you're saying.
Mhm.
You didn't think to maybe ask me?
Thought you'd like a surprise.
Another cough and snort.
This is when
Turns to
Alter
Alter.
answer me.
Turns to Alter. You had nothing to do with this, did you? Did you?
No,
Is your
absolutely not.
idea?
This was
Are you
not my
sure?
idea.
You sure
Yes.
you want to annoy me even more than you do?
No, this was not my intent. I was expecting the small rabbit girl to pop up next to me, but no, it was you and, well, you were far more capable than I imagined she would have been in that round, so it's good that you were there, but that's not the point.
I mean, he is right. I don't think I would have done very good in that kind of game.
I think you would have done fine. Helen wasn't sure that we would win.
Oh,
Oh.
yes, do tell, because I wasn't paying much attention, but it did sound like something was going on in the background. Something not on the view.
Clan Kyo bet on us for this match, not knowing what the game was.
Wait.
And
They bet on us? That's how they won so many fucking medals?
because you aren't allowed to bet on your own clan. And they bet everything they had on us.
And
Oh,
so they
shit.
ensured that we were going to win. Wonderful.
They did.
Well, how would they do that, though?
She looks at Alter. She's like, you know how he went into the room to deposit the coins? Well, twice Helen left his coins on the table with a note for us to add it to our personal box.
It's just like a shocked look and just the slight eye twitch, and Alter says, he used us.
Oh, the whole clan did. I feel it was Kyo's idea. But yes, you're right. It's not like I was going to not use the coins. It's either we win and they win even more, or we lose and they lose everything. And if we win, we do win something. So, I used the coins that were left.
Alter's just rubbing his hand through his hair frustratedly, like,
Why are you
takes
frustrated?
another swig of her mead and then just sets it down and slides it over to Alter instead.
It's like, why are you so frustrated?
we were played. We were played like a cheap loot. Does
We
that not
still-
bother you?
Not as much as it bothers you. We still won. There was no way for us to capitalize on us winning. We can't bet on ourselves.
But we could have done a play like that or something to that effect. But
The unfortunate thing is
didn't bet.
everybody that we would even try to bet on was in that game.
Exactly.
And we also didn't bet, so
We do not have the amount of coins to safely bet. The other
Well,
clans have a lot more.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like we bet anyways. So.
Exactly.
Speaking of
No
which,
harm, no
there
foul.
is a massive upset because a lot of people bet on Marsh and Raytown.
I had
So
a
there is
feeling.
suddenly a very
Who the fuck
severe
is this
shift.
clan luminescent?
Yeah, so there is some very angry mutterings from people.
What I'm hearing is recruitment opportunity.
Exactly. Don't know why you're so upset about this. We won all that we could win from this. We quite literally lost nothing. We just did not profit as much as they did.
Alter just waves a hand dismissively and takes the mead and drinks it.
Also, you do realize I had no idea what the game was. It could have been someone they couldn't rig at all, and they would have still be betting everything they had.
He could have
Well-
also not been in our group, too.
Exactly.
If there's anything that we do know about Clan Kyo, is that they're a clan of crazy people, if nothing else. Or at least they're led by a person that's crazy. So it's not necessarily outside of what to expect with them.
You should have seen the look in Kyo's eyes.
I would prefer not to.
Good.
They're not in. They're
Oh.
not in.
Alta,
Hmm.
guess I should tell you that Kyo said she wants to spar with you. At some point.
He just raises an eyebrow.
Probably.
Does that have anything to do with this event at all?
How am I supposed to know? She just wants to spar with you.
Crosses his arms and, again, like, says something snarky beneath his breath.
Syl just like arches a brow at him slightly and shakes her head. Yes, go spar with the person that will bet her entire clan medal. Pool. Well, good night, Mandy.
Would you like to go through any of the events for the clan? The rest of the festival?
We should try to recruit.
Yeah, we should.
Wouldn't that
Yes.
be Dia's job?
Haven't really seen Dia. I thought they'd be here.
And to be fair, if we're trying to find particularly skilled people, Dia is very good at many things, but I don't know if he's completely grasping the nuances of combat all the time.
I really think that is exactly his area of expertise.
I mean, he picked all of us, right?
Picked is a strong word.
Shrug.
He'd be very helpful to have here, but since he's not here, we could step in and see if there are any people worth recruiting. And if they are, see if they would want to join us.
I would also like to see what regalia has at their stand.
Right, the fair with all the non-combat clans. That would be interesting. And we'd be voting, actually, in that, so that would be interesting to do. Or we can just take the downtime.
Because the gambling was on the event specifically, not the general gambling. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you can either peruse the fairgrounds or you can go to the battle arena to see what's going on there.
Either or. What do you guys want to do?
I don't know either.
I'm game for whatever. I would be willing to pass the mic to another person again because Alter and Silverus had just done
Yeah.
that thing.
So you guys take the mic, take control.
Well, he still wanted to fight Raysound, yeah.
But this is recruitment. It's the people that
People
are
are
actually
fighting.
in clans are not going to be allowed.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
these are people not in clans looking to endear themselves to clans with shows of their skill.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought
Oh.
it was like the clans saying, "Hey, we're awesome." And this
No,
is
that was
why.
the one-on-one combat that got removed.
Okay.
Yeah. Which, yeah, I didn't want to do an entire 20 round tournament arc, so I apologize.
That's fine.
Okay. So you guys still gotta pick what you guys want to do.
Well, I
You
mean,
feel like
it sounds like it's going to be just a bunch of narration. So, what do you have like
Yeah.
fully prepared?
I have both prepared.
Well, let's go to combat. Let's see what they got.
So you go to the battle arena, you get a little brochure, and how it works is if you see combat you like and you want to put an offer, you can write out an offer of like, a salary or benefits or something like that. And if they like their benefit, they will approach you and ask to officially join.
Okay, so stuff we definitely don't know about.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe this was a bad idea.
To the fairgrounds.
Well, by that I mean like you could offer them money to join or clan medals. You'll treat them nicely, You could promise stuff like that. Not like,
I'm gonna leave this to y'all because I hate pet classes, and this is recruitment.
Well, it's not. These are not pets. These are just sending out to get us money while we're doing other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Locke can only do so much.
Yep.
I mean, I think the only thing we could offer them is just saying, hey, we're interested. Come talk to Dia if you're interested in joining us. Because Isol's not going to volunteer anything because she doesn't know. She knows how much gold they currently have, but it's not enough to be
A
salary.
Yeah.
Think of it less like a salary and more of a sign-on bonus.
I can give you three copper.
Yeah.
Three.
That being said, we don't have a lot of gold.
No.
That being said, you don't have a
So
lot of gold. That's very true.
Yeah, so literally the only thing we can do is say, if you're interested, come talk to Dia and he will set things up.
yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like you guys are more interested in the fairgrounds. Correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you begin to walk around the fairground as a clan. You approach, first you approach Claire and Isad. They have like a little tent set up with what appears to be like early versions of cell phones.
Hmm.
That's when Claire notices you, waves you over. Hey, that was a rather fun game. Had fun.
Likewise. What exactly do you have here?
She motioned you towards it. So recently, we managed to finish engineering some technology we found down in the ruins of Gaug. And with it, we have been able to create storage devices for information and data. You can put notes into it like you would a scroll or even imagery. And it's far more convenient than, keeping a bunch of notebooks all over the place. This thing can store, well, practically a whole library's worth of things. This is just a small part of what learning from the past can help us accomplish. And with additional funding, we'll be able to send out even more parties to scout and hopefully reverse engineer more.
That's certainly interesting.
Mm-hmm.
If you need any field testing on anything like this, I think all of us would be more than willing to help out.
Sure, I'll keep that in mind. The next stall you go to is an arts thing, and you see a statue of a rainbow-colored judge, and on its head is a carbuncle.
It's actually standing between its legs. But
Between its legs.
yeah.
Does that look familiar to anyone?
Alter's just blinking with this placid look of like 1,000-yard stare on his face.
I'm not
he is
surprised.
famous.
Don't say those words.
Where's the artist who did this?
He's right next to it, and next to it are like a whole bunch of other art pieces and statues.
Can I ask, how did this go?
Oh, why, a man in a judge outfit came and volunteered. It was a very splendid piece, so of course I had to perfectly recreate it. I feel like in this age of technology, people shouldn't forget the arts, and with funding for us, we can help make the city even more beautiful. Any motion to like pictures of landscapes and statues of various people, some life size, some not. There's some statues of like dragons for Isul to look at. Very beautifully crafted.
You guys just do sculptures?
Not just sculptures. We do paintings. When it's winter, we do ice sculpting. Basically, as long as it's an art form, that's what we can't sing, obviously, but we can probably do it. Rough sketches,
What
portrait.
about glass blowing?
Yes, glass blowing. That is a thing.
When he
Yeah.
mentions rough sketches, Silver's eyes dart to altar.
Wait, when did you? Your eyes dart to alter at the mention of what?
Rough sketches.
Oh,
Sir, a second.
So please do not forget to fund the arts.
What about jewelry crafting?
We can do that, yes. He goes over to a box and he pulls out like a ruby necklace. It's not enchanted, mind you. You would need a different clan for that. But what do you think?
It's gorgeous.
Isul stares at it very intently for a moment and then just kind of shakes her head and looks away.
Something wrong with it?
Nothing. No. It's a very nice necklace.
The next group is a performance by Ollie and the Goth Girls.
ha!
They don't hear you approach. They're playing something old in fantasy, but also rockish somehow. You don't understand the logic of that, but it works.
Magic.
Magic,
Bardcore.
hardcore.
Amazing.
I would love
Uh,
to see ye old punk Ollie.
Honestly, yeah, same.
Yeah.
The next group, you see Clan Keo. Specifically, it is Alicia with her art as at the workshop. She motions y'all, gives you a big wave. Hey, what's going on?
Taking in the sights, I didn't know that you could have people from within a clan have their own stalls. I thought it had to be the entire clan was dedicated to whatever it was.
It's a weird gray area because I have my own license to work, and I am technically part of a clan. Weird gray area, but what are you gonna do? Arrest me? She just kind of shrugs. Anyway, for display today, I have my raison d'etre, the sword that I made for Kyo, for use during the future. And she pulls out a beautifully crafted katana, and you can see it begins to spark, and then you can see frost emitting from it, and then parts of it ignite.
Oh, that gets Alter's
Right.
attention.
This
Helen-
is
Sorry.
this is to what I believe is one of the first multi-elemental blades.
Really?
So cool.
And that's not its only feature. Kyo nods. She takes the blade and she puts her hand to the tip and she pushes down on it. And as she does, the glove she's wearing begins to glow, and the sword begins to split apart into tiny fragments that sort of catch the sun around her. And then she throws the particles in the air and they begin to move on their own.
So,
You-
the blade breaks into a bunch of tiny pieces and they start to fly around.
Yeah.
Oh shit. She's got drone sword.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you can see they respond to the glove's movement. So as she moves her hands, they like you can hear the air being cut as they whoosh over and like embed themselves into a striking dummy.
How does it do that?
Holy shit.
The glove is lovingly crafted to provide a signal according to the user's will into each fabric of the blade, which then splits up and can also be controlled with the elements. This is the power of my workshop.
Absolutely incredible. So that's what he meant. Jesus Christ.
The enchantment on this needs to be 100% original, or can you work with something that's already enchanted?
He begins to think, it's not impossible, but I would need materials to help enhance it. Because if I try to overload something that can't handle the ether, it's just going. For Kyo's sword, we had to get the finest conductive materials in order to do a tri-elemental separation blade. So, short answer, yes, but I'll need things to do so.
And what elements exactly are on that blade?
Let's see. There's lightning, there's ice, there's fire, and they're being propelled by wind magic.
So 4.
So, could you maybe apply something like this to, say, a weapon of indulgence?
What now?
They realizing he just said something that is probably not well known at all. He just holds up a finger and just goes, never mind. Just
Remind
Okay.
us to explain that a little bit more detailed at a later date.
Okay.
He looks at Alter and looks back at Alicia and is like, seeming to take a hint, but the hint that was not actually being put down. She summons her chakrams. Could you mess with these?
God, I love Key. Right. I didn't introduce you. Kyo, Alicia, this is my little sister Key.
That's when Kyo like squeezes and goes over to you. Oh my god, she's adorable! And she squeezes you. Hi. You can
Don't
call me
ask her
Auntie Kyo, and you're my new best friend. And she
that.
hugs
Don't
you
call her
again.
that.
And Isul watches this for a second, and there is a very distinct, satisfied look when Silvers looks in her general direction of like, cool, so somebody else is now having to deal with Kyo's bullshit.
Alter looks pleased insofar as Key is like being strangle hugged a little bit, and he's like, that'll teach you to fucking prank me by dropping me unprepared into a situation with Silverus.
Oh, you fucked with Alter?
Oh, he
No?
doesn't say that. He does not say that out loud.
Okay.
He's just
No,
happy that
here,
she's getting
here.
squeezed.
Retribution.
Here,
Yeah.
darling, let big sis Kyo spoil you, and she gives you like 500 gold. Go get a big old cotton candy, okay?
Looking at Silverus and Kyo, like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Help me.
This is Kyo that we mentioned beforehand. You know,
Nice to meet you, Miss Kyo.
Nice to meet you. Gives you a big handshake.
Kyo looks around, spots Alter. Didn't you want to talk with Alter?
I mean, not right now, but at some point, yeah.
He's right here, so
Silver's
Oh.
getting between Q and Key.
Not getting between. No, she's not that direct.
Okay, I can take a hint. You two have fun. I gotta go
just
back to displaying this weapon anyway.
wait, Q.
Huh? What's up?
Did Helen talk to you at all last night when he got back?
He said he had a very fun time hanging out with.
Oh, that's good to hear. Not what I meant. Did he talk to you about anything about an attack you've had recently?
Oh no, he came home pretty late, so I went to bed. Did you guys get attacked?
No. It's about the attack you all faced recently. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Like I drank 20 cups of coffee before coming in today.
That explains a bit.
That's why she bet it all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's like, okay. Are you busy here? Do you have to stay here by the store to show off the sword, or do you have
Yeah.
a minute?
I do need to stay and help Alicia, sadly. Oh, that reminds me. She gives you like 100 clan medals. This is for help with the gambling.
Hey.
Thank you.
What?
right.
100
What?
clan medals.
She looks to Alter. Like, what?
Alter just rubs his eyes with his hands and is like, oh, just never mind.
What? We're very thankful for you guys, you know? You guys are good friends.
Right. Oh. I'll see you later. Turns to Alicia. I hope everyone sees the great work you've done. I need to talk with everyone for a bit.
Sure, you guys have fun. Enjoy the fair.
Right.
Good luck.
And Silver's gonna fucking pass the fucking 100 clan medals to wherever it's
Oh.
kept.
That's right,
Easel.
though. Key, you asked about the indulgence weapon.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to that. So Alicia takes it. She lowers her visor. Holy fuck!
oh
There's
shit.
so much raw ether in these things. I could alter them, but I need heavy-duty material, or else the amount of ether in this weapon is gonna shatter anything I try to. Holy fuck!
Oh. Would it be worth it to try and upgrade it, you think? Not that I like doubt your skills or anything.
It would run a very, very pretty gold to upgrade this. It would be incredibly potent, but it would be expensive.
Mhm. Thank you for letting us know.
Sure.
We'll definitely come to you if we need some upgrades.
Please and thank you.
Alright. Did Keo actually just hand key 500 gold?
Yes.
Wait, 500 gold or.
No,
500
to
gold,
Key
100
because she's
clan
cute.
medals.
Okay.
Yeah. She's like, let Antikio treat you. Go buy some cotton candy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Alright.
I imagine Key holding this gold pouch, looking at Silverus like, help.
Isul
What
just
do I
like walks
do?
over very slowly and it's like the little finger wiggle. Just give it to me.
Just put it in your bag. It's all connected. Right.
She nods. She'll take
Getting rid of her generous gift.
5 gold out of it though.
Yeah.
Because there's something I want to buy.
Okay.
It's Keys. Because Key's cute.
Oh, that's what Kia
Understandable.
says. Oh, have you thought about what to get for the clan gifts?
Fun
And
gifts.
The what?
Well, it's tradition to buy clan members gifts. We have a secret Santa thing going for us, except it's not Santa, but it's secret clan gifts. Just something small tokens. Have you guys thought of or even knew to do that?
No, actually. That's
No,
a very cute idea.
it is. We should probably get on that.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Kyo. It's a piece of paper to control names from a hat. Make it easier.
And
There's
Isul's
some
also
other
going to
displays.
buy a couple of, like, wherever she can manage to find it, some, like, scrap metals, essentially, around here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Some other forms of display. There are music stalls. There's cooking stalls.
Music stall.
There's
I want to go to the music stall.
well, besides all in the goth girls, there is a group that has, for example, a musical instrument. But if you channel different ether into it, it can mimic different instruments. Not quite to the extent of Ashley's thing from Gone Rogue, but for example, if you pluck it the wrong way, it sounds almost like a guitar. And like ice ether into it makes it sound like a ukulele, you know.
Huh. Cool.
With a tagline that, with further development, they can create a whole orchestra out of just a couple instruments.
Huh. That's cool. So we're gonna spend some time poking around there. But also, she probably just mentions offhandedly to everyone that, oh yeah, Kyo and Virgilia got bit by the void creatures. Parts of their soul are missing. They're extra emotional.
Oh,
Just so
boy.
they're aware. just so everyone's aware. And then she sees the music stall and she's like, all right, I'll be back later. Goodbye.
So, secret gifting. Suppose we could do that. Just buy a few of our friends some gifts. That seems like a nice gesture. Looks at Isul. Do you have any ideas?
Isul's kind of like, looks at him and then, like, looks around at the rest of the clan, and then just slowly her head. Unfortunately, generally my gifting tends to be weapons, and everybody has weapons.
Everybody has weapons. Alter, like, kind of strokes his chin for a second. Maybe a gift for a weapon. I'll think about it.
Well, you at least finally have a sheath of some sort, so...
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I want to get used to carrying this around in the more cumbersome way, because, well, he gestures to the spears and halberds you carry.
Just the bundle on her back. And she just kind of, like,
Yeah,
looks at it. Like, looks over her
he's like-
shoulder and looks back at him. I don't know, I mean... Carrying it around as katana is a little more convenient.
That's more convenient, but, I mean, I need to be able to deal with it whenever it's all folded out and understand the weight and distance, so to speak. I want to get used to it, you know? It was easy to get used to a sword because I could just keep the sword out and over my shoulder most of the time.
Now, you'll have to make sure you get a proper harness for it then.
I'm more confused about how you walk around with all of that on your back and not manage to make an ass of yourself, like getting stuck on doors or bumping into people.
She's kind of like, there's a little smirk, maybe a small hint of, like, pride for a very brief moment, and then she just shakes her head. Well, I've been training on how to use them since I was a child. They're not that hard to get used to once Once you break one or two by accidentally sitting on them the first time, then you learn very quickly you don't want to do it.
Alter's like kind of nervous at the idea of breaking this weapon of indulgence just by leaving it out and sitting on it. Like, oh no, oh god.
Somehow I think
But
an angel wing is a little bit sturdier than a slate of wood.
I think you're right. Also, what are you collecting all this garbage for?
She kind of glances down at like the little bag of like scrap metal and just like there's a little tightening around the handle of the bag. I want to try something.
Alter raises an eyebrow and just kind of gives her a suspicious look like,
Okay. Well, normally in this situation, you would be the one asking me, and what does that mean? While I try to surreptitiously dodge the question. So do you want to play this out, or do we just skip to the part where you tell me?
She just like there's a little crinkle to her nose where there's a moment where she's like, I'm gonna fucking fight you. And then she just shakes her head slightly and rolls her eyes. I made these claws a long time ago. I'd like to see if I can make something else.
You know, you wear them so often, I forgot that they were actually, like, not part of your hand. Are you making these for the gala?
And she very quickly shakes her head. I'm not fast enough for that, unfortunately. Not even sure I'm going to be able to do much of anything, but if you have your little book that you like to scribble in, I figure I can have a little bit of metal I can work with.
Nah, it's just fair enough. Fair enough.
so I guess we could just go around and shop festival.
And also, if we're gonna buy from the clan metal shop, we have to do that this time, don't we?
No, that end of auction tomorrow.
End of auction, so we buy from the metal shop after the auction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But I just want to go ahead and put this out there before I forget of like looking at the clan metal shop because I've been looking at it on and off the entire session. Since we have enough metals, I think we definitely need to get the housing discount. So saving 15 metals for that, so that our next housing purchase is cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna buy another house?
Well, there's the expansions to the house. Because right now all we have is a
Oh.
kitchen, a living room, and bedrooms. We don't have
Right.
anything else, and all of those things can be upgraded to actually give us benefits that we don't have right now.
Holy shit, the potion bundle.
Yeah, but it's expensive.
That is really fucking expensive.
I mean, if we don't buy anything at the auction, maybe.
Yeah.
God, what the fuck is gonna be at the auction?
At the clan auction, you auction over control of territories.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get, like, that's how you can make some more income because
yeah.
that's, like, a little bit of the money from the places in that territory goes to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Currently, we only have 189 clan medals, so I don't think we're going to be able to get anything in the auction.
Yeah, no shot.
Yeah.
No
No.
shot.
Especially with Clan Kyo, goddamn.
Unless there is something other, like, random thing that happens to be in the auction that we can try for. But we're going to be very quickly outbid.
Yeah.
But I do want to throw out there that housing discount potion bundle might be nice. Technically, we have enough for a building voucher as well. Just whatever combination.
So, the housing discount.
Right now we have enough just by themselves for the forge set and everything above it. In various combinations. We can't afford the staff of the python or the movable rod.
I'm less interested in the forge set. Dark matter has my eye. As for if we're talking about forging materials, dark matter looks fucking
And the
nuts.
downside of any of the forging materials is that it's going to cost also a stupid amount of gold to do any forging.
Oh yeah.
So not only do we have to have the material, but we also have to have a lot of gold.
It won't
Is
be
there
as
any-
stupid since you provide the materials, but it will still be hefty.
Stupid.
I'm expecting it to be well over 10k. So, is there any other way that we can earn medals like on a ludicrous scale, like how Clan Kyo did?
I think that's it for the day.
That is it.
Yeah, for this season, like,
Yeah.
you have to have a very large clan to get a lot of medals.
Yeah.
So we're realistically, unless shit just pops off and we just suddenly get flooded with like people joining, we're not going to get a lot of medals anytime soon.
Maybe next season.
Like I
Is
said, that's going to be very
there-
dependent on if shit pops off when we have a whole bunch of people start joining us.
Exactly.
Is there any benefit to buying the housing expansions?
Yes, because if you buy like certain housing expansions at certain levels, because there was 3 levels for each, like the bedrooms had like the base level, an advanced level, and like a super tier almost. The higher tiers start giving mechanical things.
And like the auction board or market board and the tavern upgrades give passive income each day, 250 or 300 gold respectively a day.
Mm-hmm.
And with how we travel, like I was talking to Amy about this earlier, like if we're traveling, 4 or 5 days to different places, that's passive income we have when we come back to the city,
Particularly for if we don't have any territory to take, like to get in passive income. That's like our only way of getting passive income.
Yep.
This is a lot of management.
Yep. It's a lot of management, but I just threw this out there as like, I know one thing that I would like to spend the money on, and we all do need to look at the clan metal shop before next session.
Yeah.
Pick your top 2 or 3 things, and then we can negotiate on what combination we get things in.
There's also the bag of holding, too, if we wanted it.
Yeah, but thus far we've not really dealt with having like too much shit.
Everything's too expensive to have too much shit.
Piper,
Yes.
were you considering what Amy and I were saying earlier on consumables or no? I figured. I didn't know if you were gonna consider it or just kind of brush it off. I don't know if you guys heard that or not.
No.
But she said she'll think about it. Basically, what Amy and I were saying earlier was like, if we're doing this campaign video gamey, it would make sense for us to be able to get consumables a bit easier and do the mechanics with the consumables.
Yeah.
Like, buying 1 or 2 of something should be cheap, but if you want to like double down and buy 10 or 20 of something, it's gonna take a chunk out, not having to take a chunk out just from the 1 or 2,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The challenge of trying to balance video game with tabletop stuff, they don't quite equal out correctly.
I'm
Hold up. Did you guys want to go to the battle arena at all? Or are we going to end the day?
Like, I'd be interested in seeing what's there, but the issue is we literally cannot offer them anything except for go talk to Dia. So we can see which ones we would
Place
like
to
to talk
stay.
to.
if
We
it's
don't. We
not
didn't
gonna
build.
be
We
like
didn't build barracks. We don't have barracks for them to stay at. So that's
fair.
actually a housing thing.
fuck.
Literally, all we have is Dia might be able to get you a salary. Go talk to him. Dia will cook you food.
Okay.
We'd like to, but we can't.
And
Basically.
Yeah.
the only thing is, like, unless there is some misunderstanding, and it's like, if we go there and recruit people, we don't necessarily have to have barracks or offer them payment. It's like, roll high on persuasion. You get one dude who's interested and joins, or whatever. Or is it like we have to literally role play out talking to someone and convincing them?
I was gonna say, just like I said, if you just show that they're interested, they'll probably join you, but you only get like one person to pick from, sort of thing.
I mean, we could go there. We don't necessarily have to have barracks. At least that's the impression I'm getting.
No, we don't have to, but we can't offer, like, somebody threw that out as like we can offer you a place to sleep. We can't do that because we don't have that part of the housing.
Okay, that's fine. We can always save that for the next festival. That is okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
we could
put this
like to get
in
another
the
person
archive.
to send on dispatch.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would like.
getting someone would be really helpful. So that way we have a couple options.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't we already have one of them? Don't we
Yeah, we
have
have
like a
one.
Greg or something?
Yep. We have a lock.
We have lock, but if we have multiple, then that's them going out on multiple dispatches, and that's more income coming in. If they
No,
succeed.
yeah, that's. But has Locke gotten us anything?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like lately? Like, have we tapped on the Locke?
Yes, that month-long break that we took, he was doing stuff the entire time, and he got us something like 9,000 gold.
No, but like in the past few sessions.
We're not going to
Like,
talk
over the
about
past
him every
couple
session.
days.
No.
Well, yeah, but I feel like we haven't talked about him in like 5 sessions.
That's
I mean,
because the
I
past like
mentioned-
5 or 6 sessions has been 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Silver's even mentioned him earlier.
Oh, I didn't hear.
When she was
Sorry.
divvying up the cake.
And technically, Key and Locke were off when they first
Yeah.
went to the. So, like, he's been
Yeah.
mentioned. It's just that, like, the past several sessions have been a very small period of time, I think.
They have
And-
been locked like at least twice a session.
Yeah.
You're just not paying attention, Joe.
I don't recognize the name Locke on the immediate
That's fair.
thing, but he's the
That's
bunny
fair.
guy. But
Yes.
Yes.
yeah, like I don't know how much attention I have to pay to the minions. I associate them as basically like lower investment in brain power pets, where you just say, I have a minion, and every so often I get money from the minion. And like,
Then why
'Cause
were
we
you
haven't
like, have we
talked
talked
to
about
them.
him in the last 2 sessions?
yeah, but we
Yeah.
haven't talked to him.
No, we
Like, he
talked
doesn't have a
about him.
voice, or
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Joe, think of it more as employee rather than pet.
well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's what it is. But mechanically speaking, it's like it's below pet class in my head.
We have to still have to pay for the dispatch.
In
mission.
other words, what he is saying is that Joe is going to just, like, not be paying attention to our decisions about what we're doing with law. Because he's not invested in it.
I'm not like this. It's too much micro, and I don't have any investment in Locke, like the name or the person or anything. It's he's not like really a thing, because there hasn't been like it'd be
There
different
is an
if it,
option available too, because we talked about Locke having friendship with on it, which is fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if
We have
there's
time.
just you want us to, like, if we can, like, randomly roll and say that we saw somebody that was interesting, that was, like, decent in the combat, and you tell them to go see Dia, then we're open to have another person. It's just we can't offer them anything at the festival.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And you're right, you guys don't have a barrack, so I might save that encounter for later.
Okay.
I do have people. Okay, with that, time passes to the end of the day.
Cool. Is that
Okay.
time passes end of session or time passes you want to say
Figure.
something.
I mean, if you guys want to keep going, we can. But I
I-
thought
I'm-
you guys would want to.
I got 10 minutes.
Okay,
I was gonna say
yeah,
like
that's
this.
what I
This
thought.
seems like a pretty good,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good spot.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, so we will pick off with Gala tomorrow
Or getting ready for gala.
or Monday.